A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys.
No. Okay, what the problem is.
A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress, he was drinking a lot of caffeine, and turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over, and I tried it out for the first day, and this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side, and I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up, and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, That thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So, for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right. Until the next time, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, butternup. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa. Too bad was you know they roll.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's good?
What's up? What's up? Ooh.
If Kobe got a chance to tap in just yet, or is this internet acting crazy?
No, he has not come in just yet.
Yeah, people, I know y'all used to us going live and doing this on Fridays, but y'all, for those of you that don't know, it was a hurricane watch, and yeah, we got some of the wind, some of the rain, and I really wanted to make sure that I use that time Friday to check on my people, make sure everybody was good. And everybody is good. No power outages. Lasted longer than a few hours, so that was a good thing. You know, most of my people are actually in Rock Hill, South Carolina, so that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. Everybody's okay, and my heart and prayers definitely go out to the people that were affected. Um, you know, I don't know if they've said anything else about like since it's passed or whatnot, but I'll do a little bit more research. What about you? Did you get a chance to check on your folks? Everybody good or?
Well, they did get affected with the power outage and stuff. So, one of my brothers did end up leaving the area and going to Columbia, but the other folks are pretty much sticking it out. Since you mentioned it, I do need to reach out because they were talking about it'll probably take them 2 days at that time, 2 days for power to be restored, and their block for some reason is usually the last block, even without it being a storm. If the power goes out for some strange reason, the block that they stay on is typically the last block to get restored. But other than that, I mean, the power, I would say that mostly they're doing okay. Didn't hear anything about like any flooding for them in that area, which is good. And yeah, just the power being out is the only thing they have to do. Well, power and food.
Oh yeah, that part.
And then they tried to see if there were like hotels available, but yeah, wasn't really wasn't really lucky enough on that. So I don't know any updates since I spoke to them yesterday.
Definitely hope everybody's okay. Man. Whenever Cole get in or whatever, just remind me. I want to check on him or whatever. I actually did hear from his dad earlier today. Shout out to my dog, Mr. B. Mr. B gave me a call, man. So I guess everything is good because he was in good spirits or whatnot. I did forget to ask him. It was just a surprise to hear him early that morning, man. He hit me up kind of early or whatever, and would just let me know, yo, I'm in our old stomping grounds, man. I just wanted to give you a call or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And he was also asking about some old footage, but
Oh,
yeah. Shout out to Mr. B, man. That's my dog. B
all
Skeleton.
right. Shout out to
Yes,
Mr. B.
yes, sir. Hold on, y'all. Let me
Get right.
look decent out you. You know what I'm saying? Whatnot. But outside of that, everything has been good on your end, though. Y'all, we're gonna get into this podcast. Y'all just give me a second.
Waiting on one more.
Oh, oh crap. My bad. My phone was trying to connect to the internet. That might be the issue. Hold on.
Mhm.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Everything good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We good?
Yeah.
Did my camera go out or audio went out for a second?
No, actually.
Oh, you can hear everything?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I had asked is everything good on your end?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that's what I said. Something must have went out or something, 'cause I don't remember you responding or saying anything.
No, everything's pretty decent. Um, I mean, this whole damage to this apartment, it's low key bothering me.
Almost.
Yeah. Cause I can't use my closet. I can't really,
Oh,
yeah, I can't use my closet. Can't really organize like I want to. So it's like, since things is in the way, it kind of, you know, clutters my mind, which is weird. I get it, but it's just like if my surroundings feel cluttered and I'm at home most of the time, like it kind of bothers me, but that's just me complaining. But other than that, yeah.
no, I wouldn't say comply. I mean, I think that's a reasonable thing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You at the crib. That's pretty much the place that you want to be chill and relaxed and whatnot, less stress and things that definitely should be avoided or can be fixed. Let me just say that can be fixed, should be fixed. They should be making sure that they taking care of those things. So no, I definitely feel you. I understand that.
Right. So that's kind of been weighing on me for a little bit.
Yeah, we feel you. We feel you. We are going to jump into this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, go ahead and buckle up. Buckle up. It's gonna be interesting. If you got any kids that's in the area, you either want to put their noise canceling headphones on or just get them out the room because we about to get into this topic, man. This topic about interracial relationships and different people's views on interracial relationships. So we got about 10 clips today. Y'all know that's the most. Normally we'll do somewhere between 2 and 3, but today we got 10 of them things. All right. So y'all just bear with us real quick. You want to go ahead and click on the first one and bring that one up. We're gonna get into it in just a second, but if you want to just click on it real quick and just bring it up on screen.
See if I can remember what you what you
Instructions.
mhm. See, I don't know why. Do you see like
Yep. You'll pull that screen down. We got a comment up here.
uh
Black King, appreciate that, man. I don't know. It look like some love down below. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Yeah. Definitely put that say down there.
Hold on. Can you see it?
Bookie chasers. Oh man, first of all, shout out to TM, man. We appreciate you for coming through and showing love. That is a hilarious comment to get us started, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate that. We also got Beck over here on my live stream saying, "Sup? What's up? What's up? What's up, fam? What's good? What's good? Hope everything is good over on that side, my friend." So today's topic, people, today's topic is black women who date white men are happier. That's what a question mark, okay? Black women who date white men are happier. And that's what a little question mark. We're gonna dive into it. So I think that it's important, right? Matter of fact, let me see. See if you can bring up. I think it's clip number 8 first, because I want to get this young lady. It's a young lady that's been going viral.
Yeah, like I'm not really in.
My bad. 8
Yeah.
or 6?
It should be a young lady. I think the skinny, the narrow one. Yeah, click on
Okay,
that.
that's 6.
Yeah, click on that one.
I've never
You
seen
gotta click it hard to
an
get this thing on. Let it play through.
Take it back real quick and and let it play.
Okay, let me see.
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine ass white man. I've never seen it. And we could talk about it more. Because the ones that be happy as hell with their white man, they be getting everything that they want. And that's gonna be me next. Happily in love, living a life, they man spoiling them. They just open it. Where the white man at? I'm at the point where I'm sick of you niggas. Like I am. Y'all give nothing no more. So I'm dating out of my comfort zone now, and I'm gonna get me a Caucasian man. So where y'all at?
Interesting. All right. So what are your thoughts? Have you I'm gonna let you go first. Yeah, have you heard this from I guess women that you've been around or whatever? Does it seem like, or based on the content that you've seen or heard or whatever, does it seem like most black women think this way or similar to it?
Have I seen or heard it? Well, no, I haven't seen it or heard it, but I do feel like I've seen content saying something of similar of what she was saying. Yo, why?
Oh Lord, I need to charge up while I'm here. But go ahead, my bad.
Well, yeah, I mean that's typically it. I haven't really seen it like from a personal or a close point of view, like friends and family or nothing like that. But I have heard content or just kind of like noticed that more of our black women are, dating outside of our race and dating Caucasian men. They do show, at least, that's what they show, is that they are happy in the relationship. I have come across one where they were dating, and I mean, but I feel like no matter if it's interracial or same race, there's something that's going to be some turmoil, but I feel like that was kind of big. But the comment was, he said that sometimes he be want to call her the N-word, but you can't really put that on a broad spectrum. But
Oh,
yeah, most of it does show that it's a happy relationship.
whoa, wait. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that you can say that in the same paragraph. People showing, what I'm saying, talking about having a good relationship, and then their husband or boyfriend wanting to call them the N word. That's that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is.
Am I trying? We got somebody over there saying what WTF? What the? Yeah, that's strange, man. I actually seen some video out there where um a young lady, where I ain't gonna say she's older. I want to say her name is like Crimson something. She's like a big influencer or whatever on YouTube, and I believe TikTok as well. But she was saying that those other men don't view you as human. Like they view you as a thing or an object. Like I don't want to put no words into her mouth. That's basically what she was saying. Do you think or do you believe that yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? What up, Cole? What's going on, fam? I see you tapping in. I see
What's
you.
going on? What's going on?
What up? What up? Before we get into it, man, I just wanted to check on you, see how you doing, man. I know we had a storm or whatever the other day. That was one of the reasons why we pushed this podcast out.
Yeah, man. Well, first off, let me say the workout we did on Monday,
Oh yeah, my bad, my bad. Right. Salute to my brother. Yeah. Hey, he went hard, man, for real.
that was
Like,
crucial. That was a crucial workout. Uh,
but I tell you, my boy was getting it in, man. My boy was. Hey, I'm telling you. I told you, you got that dog in you, man. You got that dog in you. And we got a lot of positive comments as well, man. I appreciate that as well, guys, for y'all coming through over here on Katie the Great #2 channel. Appreciate y'all so much for coming through, showing love, encouraging us. You know what I'm saying, to keep striving to be the best version of ourselves. We appreciate that, man. Them comments do go a long way. The likes and views and whatnot to keep pushing that type of content. We appreciate that. But yeah, nah, man. Hey, you did your thing on Monday, dog. You definitely did your thing, man. Definitely
yeah,
proud of
man.
you.
But I'll say this though. The storm was pretty hectic. It was crazy. Um Obviously I was in the storm because I had to work. I had to get these stores delivered. So um I'll say by the time I got finished with work, my entire uniform from top to bottom was soaked. So
Dang.
I was drenched by the time I was finished, but I got it done. And like I told you, we the wife said we ran out of power around like 8 something in the morning. And what made it so funny was that the power cut back on yesterday at about 1 or 2 in the morning,
What?
and then the power shut right back off like 7 hours later because a tree fell on another power line off was it 'cause originally at first a tree fell on a limb on Eastway in the plaza,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next one fell on um Sugar Creek.
Dang. Good grief. That's crazy, man. But everything is good now. Like the power on, everything's straight now.
Bro, that power won't be back on till almost midnight.
What?
Yeah.
What in the world, man?
So pretty much this whole day I've been chilling at my mom's.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be the next thing. Hey, what's going on, man? We got to figure something out, dog, for real. Good night, man. Yeah, I told people today, man. I got a call from your pops earlier. Me and him was chopping it up. He would let me know that he's in our own old stomping grounds over there at the Strat.
Oh yeah, did you? I don't know if you got that message in regards of it, but um, they having like a breast cancer awareness flag football game.
What? No, they ain't tell me about that, man. Word.
Yeah, yeah, it's supposed to be on October 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, October 14th. I'm gonna have to put something in the calendar. I'm gonna have to go out. Yeah, nah, ain't nobody let me know what's going.
Yeah.
I appreciate the info, Cole. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go ahead and let the record state that the last game that we participated in, it was like a Stratford versus something. They took me out the game because I was scoring too much. How was that even a thing? Like, hey, that guy right there, yeah, him with the black shorts. Y'all need to get him up out of here, man. Like, it's not even fair. Treated me like a little
I think I
outcast.
was on that team too.
Yeah, man.
I think
Took
I was
me
on that
out.
team.
Get him up out of here, dog. I'm like, man, all right. Love them.
Those are good. Those are good
Yeah,
times.
yeah, they was, man. Swear I had a good time, dog. And I'm burgling. But yeah, we just let a clip real quick. Tim, you want to put that thing back up there so Kobe can see, or did you get a chance to see it? What's going on, Joey?
I
What
saw
up,
it.
bro?
I
You
saw the
did.
clip. I saw the clip.
What are your thoughts on that, my friend?
And this, you thinking that you think for a person to be with I think it's outrageous. It's crazy. How you can't expect. So you think from a white woman being with a black man, or a black man being with a white woman is just gonna automatically assume they're gonna have this amazing relationship and all this other stuff is perfect. If you think it's gonna be a perfect relationship between two opposite races, then you crazy. Because like look at this, bro. When you take a white person out of their element and put them into the black culture, it's a culture shock. It don't matter. It doesn't matter how you look at it and how you see it. If you take a person out of their element and put them into a different type of element or different atmosphere, it's going to be a culture shock.
Yeah.
It's going to be that way, because like I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm not trying to be mean, but listen, because like if you take it's like you take a black person to a white person cookout, and then you take a white girl or a white boy to a black people's cookout. Like it is gonna be that culture shock, because first of all, they're gonna be eating the food. They're gonna be like, dang, I ain't never had nothing like this before. Like
Different.
it's a different thing. And then you take it, because it's just crazy. I truly don't think that if you I really don't care. It don't matter what race that you decide that you want to pursue. Your relationship can be it can be bad or it can be good. It don't matter how you look at it.
Mm-hmm. Somebody say fact over here on my on my live. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, so that was just the first clip again. And
We
this is honestly, like, listen, I'm gonna keep it a band, right? This is honestly what I hear oftentimes when I hear about other people that are thinking about dating outside of their race. And if we want to shift in and talk about, the black women or whatever, oftentimes, like I've heard a lot of different things. White men tend to value relationships and marriage more. And I would reiterate and let people know that marriage is a contract, marriage is a business. Most of those guys that are married most of those white guys that I know that are married, oftentimes they're looking at it as it's a good business decision. Because in corporate America, especially depending on how high you go up, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about, making, 20, $30,000, but when you start getting up to 100 plus K or whatever, those guys oftentimes, especially those CEOs and those higher up guys, they're gonna be looking at it like men who aren't married at a certain age don't seem like they take life serious. You know, like, oh, you're married, okay, all right, yeah, we can go ahead and invite him to the club because he understands that marriage is a business. It's not just about, I'm trying to be happy and stuff like that. But oftentimes I think those guys look at it as a business. And
Right.
I've also heard, like this young lady said, or like she thinks, when you get with a white man, he's more likely to take care of you because I guess white men are a little bit more financially stable. Okay, all right, I can respect that. And if you look at facts, data, and statistics, it does show that white men do make a little bit more than a black man as far as a yearly salary. But
But
we
why though?
also have
But
cases
why though?
where, huh?
But why though?
Um, I'm gonna put it this way, man. I think it's not always what you know. Sometimes it's who you know. And
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
certain people can put you in certain situations or whatever, depending on where you are. The people that you know, also how you carry yourself. I think that all that is going to play into what we were speaking about. But yeah, I wanted to
Yeah.
to point this out. If you want to go ahead and bring up the first clip, because I know a lot of black women or whatever will kind of throw that out there that white men treat them better. Okay, all right. Go ahead and bring up the first clip real quick. We're gonna do a little deep dive into this thing. And y'all let me know, man. Y'all comment down and y'all let me know what are y'all thoughts on this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to
Hey, look.
migrate.
If you can look at these two comments. Um, where it says, "Are you against interracial?" Um,
Oh, we got comments
honest.
up there. Come on, Tina. Hold on. Come on, Tina. We gotta stay on it. We gotta be on that.
So when a person stated or asked the question,
I'm sorry.
Are you against interracial?" I'm not against interracial relationships because honestly, I you love who you love, you vibe who you vibe with. I'm not against it. I totally not against it. I like all. Even though I'm married, I love all races. It don't really matter to me.
I'm gonna let her
Uh,
put it up on screen real quick before I chime in or whatnot.
And I was
yeah,
trying to, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
it's all good if you it's all good if you just throw up the comment. It's all good.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Let me see. Is this up? Can I see this?
Yeah, you can throw the comment up so we can. I
Oh, throw
want.
the comment up first. I thought y'all was.
Yeah, yeah. But if it's comments up there, then let's address those comments. You know what I mean? Like immediately. Like soon as the comments, you can always put it up there so we can see. Cause I'm not able to see the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm up here trying to knock out other stuff on these other channels. But yeah.
That black Jezebel is not a stereotype. It's fact. They have always been happier with a white man.
Ooh, Brian Washington that came through on a strong tip. Ooh, he called them Jezebels.
Mm.
Mm, good night. That boy, that boy came through strong. Ah, dog. So I'm gonna say, and to piggyback off of that, I would say, and Tina, feel free to chime in. I think that most of these situations, relationships, I think that oftentimes black women give white men a lot more grace. I think that black men, black women tend to. I just think they give them a little bit more grace when it comes to everything, man. Versus the black guys. I feel like when that black dude walked through the door, a lot of women put him in a box. Versus that white guy, the stereotype of a white guy. He's gonna take care of you. He's gonna be nice and everything like that. And I've seen so many cases where uh, black women have even took an average guy. Guy ain't even got to be making no crazy amount of money. Like they've taken an average guy and have helped him leveled up. You know what I'm saying? And looked out for him when it comes to his haircut, when it comes to his clothes, his shoes, and everything. Like, oh no, babe, this is nice. You should try to put this on or whatever. Like help that man glow all the way up, but won't do the exact same thing when it comes to a black guy.
Because I think go ahead, Tina. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, well, I don't know what to say about that. Most of the information that I'm about to say from this point is kind of things that I've heard.
Mhm.
And so what I've heard was that they, black women have become disappointed in the black males because like you said, they would put you in a different category, put you on a pedestal, and it's like, well, we're the same race, same ethnicity, your mom's black, your sister black, why do you treat me XYZ type of way? So I can see how when it comes to them, the black girls that would date a white man would give them more grace, or any other race other than black, because it's a different culture. So it's like, well, they may not be accustomed to, certain things within the culture, and that's probably why they give more grace to them versus with dealing with another black man.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be honest with you. I think it's a self-hate thing. I'm just gonna give it a bam. I think it's a self-hate thing. I think that a lot of people don't really value themselves, and I think it also has to do with them just picking the wrong people and trying to figure out a way to blame an entire just blame the other side and blame an entire sex because of them choosing and picking the wrong type of guy. Because I believe that there are great guys out there. I believe that there are black men out there that are more than willing to look out, take care of, work with these young ladies, but they choose the wrong guys often. A lot of times they choose the wrong guys, and they try to say that that's what these black men are. Like, no, it was good guys out there. You just chose to deal with the wrong ones.
Okay. And let me piggyback off of that, because I'm not gonna sit here and not say I don't disagree with what this Brian Washington is saying. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't disagree with him. But just like you said, you do see sometimes you do see a lot more black women dating white men. And also it's because I feel like sometimes black women put these high expectations on the black men that they don't really succeed in some way, but where when you dating a white guy, that if you're dating a white guy, sometimes you may not have that expectation for them because of how they were raised and how they were built. Because sometimes you have white men that you come in contact with, they have a steady job, they have stuff going for them, they got a lot of stuff going on for themselves in their family in the future. So sometimes you don't even look at it as like, well, I don't really have no expectations for him because he's succeeding in everything I'm doing. Because sometimes you're expecting a black man not to have everything and be up on their feet and stuff like that, and sometimes it's not the case. But I will say that when you say how, like you said, self-hate because you chose the wrong guy, and when people say wrong place, wrong time when something bad happened, wrong guy, wrong time.
Oh man. We got some more comments. Go through them. Can you go through them one at a time? Like we can basically be able to see. Because I see somebody. What does that say up there? Is that yo? Like we got a face all the way up there. It's 2 or 3 comments
This
above.
one, wait,
It's
what?
right below We the People News. Because somebody on here asking, what are the comments saying?
What?
Right,
You
yeah.
talking
Look at
about
that one real quick.
This
you
one?
talking about
Okay, say what's
Pookie
up. Go to the
Chaser?
next one.
What's up?
Are you
Well,
against
Katie, you
interracial?
didn't personally answer this one, but Kobe
I
did.
mean, that can be for the entire panel though, but I want to, because I want to be able to dissect like every comment. So this is what I do on my other page. Anybody that comment, I try to make sure I acknowledge it and give everybody the opportunity, even if it's directed towards me.
No,
So
I mean Kobe had answered it, responded to it. That
I'm
and
aware. Yeah,
he was
I'm
talking.
aware of that. But what I'm saying is, put those comments up there so each and every last one of us have the opportunity to answer it, even if it's directed just to one person.
Okay, so all right.
All right. Are you against interracial? Again, do you wanna comment on this, Tina, or no?
No, I'm good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, shout out to Win Lose It's underscore entertainment. So I want to make sure that the people that are on my other channel are also able to listen and hear you guys, and maybe even see the comments if people are commenting, so we can get through that. So I wouldn't say no. I'm not against interracial relationships. I think that everybody should be able to date whoever they want to date. But what I will say is, if you do choose to date outside your race, I think that it's important that we don't, put other people down or put another race down just because we choose to date outside our race. Dreadful Nick said, "You're on, bro. You're on fire. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you."
I
All
do
right.
I do gotta ask. Let me ask everybody that's watching right now, even the people that's on your live too.
Mhm.
When you are dating somebody of the opposite race, is it appropriate or is it right to teach them, to give them the rundown of the culture and stuff like that? Because you can be dating somebody that is Arabic,
Mhm.
Hispanic, Pakistan, Indian. You can be dating somebody of whatever race or ethnicity. Is it right to teach that person about the culture?
I mean, well, you want to go first, Tina?
Well, my thought is if it's so, I'll actually go back and answer. Am I against interracial? Kind of like you said, we all. I'll say we all human beings. Color shouldn't matter. It would. I would prefer if we stay, strong bloodline and date within our culture, but we're free to do whatever we want to do pretty much most of the time, unless you're breaking the law or whatever. But if it's a union between two people and they really care about each other and they're trying to build, be wealthy and things of that nature and actually blend in, I feel like it's okay. Because if if you don't have that um if you don't have that mesh, it'll be like button heads because you have one culture over here and one over there, and they could be two extremes and nothing really kind of like flow together. So you have to teach each party a little bit of a little bit of the culture for things to work together.
Mhm. Okay, okay, okay. Kobe, you wanna ask that question again, my friend? Sorry about that, man. I want to make sure the people on my live was able to hear that question.
I was wanting to know, if you are dating somebody of the opposite race, is it right for them to teach them your culture, like
Okay.
the type of foods you eat, because I see it as, if you're gonna build a life with this person and potentially marry them in the future, I feel like it's somewhat to, out of, I wouldn't say out of respect, but also to learn that other person's culture, I feel like makes that person love you more, or it show that like you took the time to learn my culture, and you're taking the time to sit here with me and learn my culture and stuff like that. That's why I was just wondering, because I wonder if anybody that's been in a relationship with a different race outside their race, have they experienced that, or is it something that is something that you should do, or I don't know.
Okay. Shout out to say love your take. And the next comment say a man should always teach his woman. I would say okay, bro. I would say, yeah, I think that it is important that you're teaching. I can only really speak from a man's perspective. You know what I mean? Regardless of what culture you're from or whatever, I think that women really appreciate when they can learn something from you. Uh, whether it's through like a something that you've experienced like in your culture or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I would agree with that last comment that a man should always teach his woman. You know, if y'all are from I don't know different place or whatever, because I think one thing that a lot of young ladies lack is awareness when it comes to a lot of things. So yeah, I think that as a man you should be able to give those women that are up under your leadership a better sense of awareness. And that's just me speaking based on the things that I've seen and things like that. Like yeah, it's not really appropriate. That's not the best time to do this.
Black
Or
women did the same thing in Argentina and bred out the black.
all right, go to let me see. Hold on. Yeah, all right. We've seen that. Appreciate it, Tina, for that Brian comment. Appreciate you, Brian. What's the next
Let her.
comment?
She got to hit the other two comments that he posted because
Before, because it was someone that came in between that asking about all white men. I guess that was in response to the
Brian.
Brian's comment previously, and then
Okay,
Brian's.
hold on. Wait, go back. What you saying about the all white comment? I mean, the all white men. Albert, shout out to Albert C. Appreciate you for coming through, my friend. Said all white men with a question mark. And you said that was pertaining to what now?
I'm guessing it's pertaining to Brian's previous comment about the Black Jezebel and stereotype is a fact. They are, wait, so they are and have always been happier with white men, and I'm guessing he's asking all white men. So clearly not, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
think I
gonna.
think that oftentimes, man, they give. It seems like they give those men a little bit more grace. All right, go to the next comment real quick.
The next three is from Brian.
mm-hmm.
Women are the only women who come up with that straw man babble. Oh Lord. Okay, all right. Appreciate it, Brian, for coming through. Go to the next. Black people are 2% of the United States population. IR dating will eventually breed us out. We've been doing the same thing. But see, here's the thing, Brian. You do understand that our genes are dominant beyond any other gene. Like, even if it's a small percentage, it just seems like that black gene eventually is going to take over, man.
Out, just like how they would say, even if you are a mixed person,
Hmm.
they put it on the male. But if your father is black African American,
Hmm.
you're African American. They don't really count them as whatever the other percentage is.
If you got black in you, they're gonna consider you black. Don't really
Facts,
matter.
that part. Yeah, yeah.
Next comment or
Yeah, next comment.
all right.
Black women did the same thing in Argentina and spread out the black. People from Argentina, man, but I mean, technically, that's an opinion. We'll keep going. Is there another comment after that? We're gonna get into this. What's the name
Just
next?
saying thanks.
Thanks. Okay, all right. Yeah, go ahead and get into this. this video real quick. Go ahead and make it big for the people in the back.
Gotcha.
Right.
I'm here for it, bro.
I'm here for the multicultural.
Really?
Yeah,
Black
man.
girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
Came
You're
in,
into that.
Yeah,
And Meghan
she
Markle's
came
fun
in.
as
What's the
fuck,
black
so.
girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You don't know about the black girlfriend effect. She just.
Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect? This is
You might not know
you just
about this.
throw out the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Nah,
Blows up, bro.
I like that.
Blows the fuck up.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends, they
They grow a
step
beard
they step their
because
dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
That's hilarious.
I think the black girl.
All right, so we're gonna stop it right there. So the reason why I wanted to share this clip, because there are 2 videos or 2 clips that are going super viral right now, and it's pretty much surrounding around white men, black women dating white men or whatever, like interracial relationships. And I thought that this was interesting because we are hearing from a Caucasian male, and one of the guys that were on the side of him that's on his podcast was pretty much like agreeing with him that it sounds like white men are basically saying, hey, you know, if you trying to get with a black woman, just understand she's gonna be a lot to deal with. The reason why those guys got their haircut is because they losing hair because she's stressing him the F out from what this guy just said. So I want to get y'all thoughts on, again, this Caucasian male got one of the biggest platforms or whatever, and had a lot of people down in the comments agreeing with him that were of the same race. So I just want to get y'all take on this real quick. Uh-oh, we get into it now. Here we go. Talk to me. Come on now. Don't be scared. Don't everybody speak at once. Come on now.
First off, I'm gonna say I like that guy. I like the guy. He's a funny comedian. Funny
Okay.
as all get out. He's funny. I don't really know how to touch on that because, like he said, what did he say that really stuck out to you the most?
So the reason why this clip is going viral right now, because you have, again, a lot of people that are on social media. Most of the clips that have been going viral is basically about, black women saying that they want to date white men. And we have a white guy right now basically just saying that we good. Like we good on that, fam. Like this is the reason why he chooses to date inside of his race, or chooses another type of young lady from another race or whatever, instead of dealing with a black woman, because they're, I guess, extremely hard to deal with. So I guess that's why this clip is going viral right now, because you done heard it from the horse's mouth now.
Okay, now I really can't answer the question, but actually another question: do you, in your opinion, do you feel like black women are hard to deal with?
I'm gonna answer that question, but I want Tina to go first. Tina, you want to go ahead and? That's a good question, but I want to answer it after Tina have her time.
To be honest with you, I don't feel like.
What's up?
I mean, from what I see on social media, I don't feel like he's wrong for what he just said about black women pretty much being kind of hard to deal with. There's been a,
stereotype.
Yeah, it's been a stereotype against us for a while.
Can I ask you a question? I hate to interrupt, but I hate to interrupt. Who do you think started that stereotype?
That is a great question. That's a great question.
Honestly, it can't be a stereotype if it's true.
But I want to know though, who do you think? Because I also agree with you on that, Kobe. But I want to know, where did that come from? Like, who do you think has pretty much started to push that agenda or whatever? Come on now.
It's hard to even say who.
Who has been in control of the media since the jump?
Oh, Oprah.
No. Well, I mean, technically, you can't say Oprah, but I would say that Oprah is only a puppet. I don't think that she's the person pulling the strings. She's been a
'Cause
puppet.
that's the only person because you said the media from the jump.
Hmm.
That's the only person I can know that's been a part of the media for the longest.
Right, but who's been in control? Because before she got that platform and everything, and let's be honest, she hasn't really been the person in charge of pushing certain things. She hasn't really been the person that's going to put that content out there. Yeah, she might speak, she might be the face, she might be the voice, but there's always somebody that's pulling the strings behind that thing, man. When you pull them curtains back, who do y'all think it's been? We gonna start this because I don't think even though she's been pulling strings. I mean, well, been playing a puppet or whatever for a lot of different things. I don't think that she would be pushing that narrative that black women are extremely hard to deal with because she herself is a black woman. So I wouldn't think that she again when I'm talking about this topic in particular. Again, who do y'all think has been pushing this narrative? I don't think a black woman would be pushing it about black women in general.
Bro, you got me. I don't know.
I'm not saying that. Go ahead. My bad, team. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, go ahead and answer. I have an idea, but go ahead and.
Go ahead. I want to hear your idea. I don't want to be the only one, just don't hear what's the name or whatnot.
Well, the man, the government, they want to tear us apart. So
Okay, the government. Okay.
that's pretty much what I have.
Okay. All right.
They don't want us to want to have unity in our household, African American households. So you start up.
I'm just gonna come out and say it because somebody say it. What race? Good gracious. Dang. I said it. I said it, man. Good. Somebody say it. I'm gonna ask the question. What? I'm not gonna flat out come out and say it, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this. What race do you believe has been pushing this since the beginning? When you start talking about social media, when you start talking about an agenda and everything like that, what race has typically pushed certain narratives? I.e., let's think about the Chinese when they first came out. A lot of times they were trying to push what is it called, like a janitor, right? They were trying to push that agenda. All right. When you look at, I mean, again, this stuff is somewhat true when you start talking about the Hispanics, hard work, and they always construction or whatever, fell into this narrative. When you start thinking about black men, gangbangers walking around with their pants sagging, guns, whatever. Black women, strong, independent. They can do all this stuff by themselves or whatever. Who do you think has been pushing that agenda since jump? And then the next question is, are these people that have been pushing this agenda, are you not running into the arms of the people that's been pushing that agenda on you in the first place? I'm just curious. God damn. God damn, boy, good grief. And then they get on social media and they're basically poking fun at you. But when we hear is the people that have been doing it for the longest is us, the black guys. When I would disagree, I would think that most of the men that are presenting this are trying to have a conversation and try to get our women to understand that we don't want to see this happening anymore. We want you guys to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fitting in and going with that go along, get along culture. You know, I already been labeled this, so why not go ahead and continue to do whatever it is that I'm doing right now? But yeah, that's the question I wanted to just drop or whatnot. Y'all ain't got to answer that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put nobody in a box, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I just thought that was a little bit on the strange side. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts on that?
That gave me something to think about.
We have any more comments down below before we get into that next clip?
This one right here.
Brian's very statistical. He likes statistics. So
That's interesting. That's interesting, man. That's interesting. Yeah, I definitely love the statistics. Now, I myself will have to go and check that and confirm that before I even, you know, speak about that. Because anytime, people start throwing numbers and stuff out, before I say anything, I just want to make sure that whatever they're saying is actually true. So if you want to provide us with a site or some information on how to get that, then yeah, I wouldn't mind checking that out and seeing. We got any more comments before we get into clip number 2?
No.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
Clip number 2.
Means that there isn't any fetishization when it comes to me. And
hold on real quick. I'm gonna make it bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Means that there isn't any fetishization when it comes to me in that realm.
Why did it go smaller when I clicked on it?
Hey, it's cool. If it's small,
Yeah.
it's all good. As long as we can hear it, it's all good.
All right.
Means that there isn't any fetishization when it comes to me in that realm within the men, especially with men and within my own race. Do you date white men? Yes, I date them all. Just very recently, a white guy I was seeing had a feeling about him, and I just was like, something isn't right with this. I ended it beginning of January, and I kid you not, 5 days post-op, I'm sitting in home recovering, and I get a DM from a girl that was his girlfriend the entire time we were dating. It was a white guy. What? Yes, that is not a typical stereotype.
I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it.
Have here. Well, that's crazy.
I said it. I said it.
Well. Well, man, listen, I'm about to dissect the heck out of this thing. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I said this. Like I said it. Don't look. I may have not said it verbatim, but I said it somewhat close to it. It don't really matter. It don't really matter if you date outside your race. Cheating happens everywhere.
Facts. That's facts.
People cheating happens everywhere. People hold secrets. People have secrets.
But the thing is, man. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Tina. I'm gonna go in.
Like if they were a same-sex marriage. It don't matter who. Just like how he was saying, it don't matter who you date. It just kind of, I would say, it just kind of more so depends on who you are and who you pick.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely got something to do with the picking. You know what I mean? Like, and then what tripped me out is the last part. The host, the young lady, was basically saying, "That's not your typical stereotype." What? Is it not? Let's keep it a band here. Let's do some research. Let's do some history. All right. So, who was really having issues in their home to begin with? Was it black men or was it white men? Huh? Because correct me if I'm wrong. Even during the time that we had to deal with the slave situation, right? Were those families were they having issues with men dealing with other, I believe, or based on, data and statistics or whatever, that's when we were the most married. And even though we had to deal with a lot of BS, like those people still found a way to be happy. They didn't have to worry about that. Now, on the opposite end of things, those slave owners, if we keep it a band, a lot of those slave owners were out here
Impregnating
not
these black
only,
women.
that's what I'm saying, they were not only sleeping with, other women in their race, but they were also sleeping with some of the slaves. And if we keep it a band, it wasn't just the women. I'm just saying. They've been dipping and dabbing for a very, very long time, dog. Very, very long time.
If you want to ask where that interracial stuff start, might be a piece of it.
I'm telling you. Because, hey, I mean, I can only say based on the movies and the different things that I done seen or whatever, like, they wasn't really checking for them chicks like that. They're like, listen, man, like, I don't need to be messing with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of negative can come out of this. And
But
most guys, hold on, wait. Most guys that I know aren't checking for them pancake situations. Most guys want a woman that got a little something back there. You know what I'm saying? And only recently have we actually seen these other races start to kind of conform and start to get those things or whatever. Talking about natural, them unnatural women, we ain't never been checking for them little thigh pockets or whatever. But yeah. There we go. We got some more comments over here. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this because if you look at it, and like I said, we see this in movies from what we've seen growing up from movies that we've seen. We can't base it off history because we wasn't there. The only people that can speak on that is the people that were there in that period of time. But you can most definitely say from the movies that we've seen, and it was kind of open about it, that sometimes you see the slave owners like openly having these affairs with these women, getting them pregnant to have more kids. But you have the wives of the slave owners secretly having affairs with the slaves. So it's like the men were about the owners were about, oh, we're open with it. We impregnate these women. But the wives were like secretly about it. Cause sometimes you see the wives checking out the slaves.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
So like that's what we see in the movies. If that's what happened in the times, then it is what it is. But I'm just giving you my opinion from what I've seen. Like, you remember in the movie Life,
mm-hmm.
when they saw bruh had potential as a baseball player,
mm-hmm.
he impregnated the slave owner's wife secretly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Facts. That's
So
fact.
I'm just saying.
All right, I know we got some comments up here. Is that a super chat? Oh, all right. We got some comments up here that say BM, I guess black men are most desired. Interesting. Now, based on, I don't know, I want to say they did like a study about that. And I do believe, I could be wrong because I definitely need to check my facts on that. I think that white men are actually still like most desired. I think that black men are like right up under that. Again, I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that black men are about to either they have recently just edged out white men, and I think that has a lot to do with the white men's money, because most people don't view black men as the type to have money. We keep it at a band, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe they either like right on par with the white man now, or slightly above. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Do you feel like okay? I feel like the way it's getting told to me is like when it comes to financial security and in relationship, they look as the white man as the top of the food chain.
Mhm.
But when they look for us as us as black men and black people,
Mhm.
it's for the experience.
Mm,
Understand where I'm coming from
um,
on this part. Understand where I'm coming from. Hear where I'm
mhm,
coming from. The reason why I say that is because you have tons of because I've seen tons of videos where guys are doing interviews with the opposite they doing with white people, Hispanics, other races and ethnicities. They ask them, what race do you prefer?
mhm,
They'll say one race, and then they'll ask, all right, have you dabbled with black men yet?
mhm,
And they be like, no, I would love to try.
mhm. See, here's
And
the thing. I think men and women are different, though, right? Men and women are completely different. And let me make sure that I say that before I go into this thing. I think that men would sample something and put it back. But when it comes to women, if a woman samples something and she like it, bro, it's a good chance. Like they say, that term, once you go black, you don't go back. That was really for a woman telling other white women or whatever. Once you get a black dude, you ain't gonna want nothing else. That wasn't
okay,
really
okay,
saying that
okay.
about white men saying once you get a black. No.
No, okay. I should have been more specific. That's what I meant. When it comes to a woman, when I should have been more specific. When it comes to a woman, if they ever ask you, have you dabbled with a black man before, and they say no, I would love it. I think that's for the experience of it. But
Yeah.
when it comes to a woman, like you
Mhm.
said, you're right. If they get a taste of it, you know,
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere. They trying to sit in that lap for forever, forever.
mhm.
Especially if he has like all the rest of the other characteristics that a lady would want in a man. Not just saying that because you got a big D, or you know what to do with it, that woman is gonna stay. No, I'm saying when we talk about like average guys that work, average guys that are just basically average men. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you add that to it, man, let's shoot. I don't know. Ain't no reason for me to go back over there. But wait, we got a comment over here. Somebody said BM are black men are the most desired. Then we had another comment from somebody else that said BW aren't. Black, I guess they're saying like black women aren't the most desired. I would disagree, especially when it comes to sex. I think that when it comes to sex, I would say that black women are probably up there, like top tier when it comes to sex. I think that a lot of guys would absolutely love, outside of the black race, would absolutely love to get that experience with the black woman. Now, if you're talking about like considering somebody for long term marriage or long term relationship or something like that, then I would agree. I would agree. I think that if we look at data, statistics, and everything, when it comes to most desired period, I believe it goes to like Asian women. Like for some reason, Asian women are the most desired, and I think that it has a lot to do with how submissive those Asian women are. That's why most guys listen. If I get my hand on an Asian fam, that's it. That's it. I ain't coming back, dog. Like that's it. I'm. You can go ahead and cancel that passport, dog. I'm staying over here for the rest of the time. You know what I'm saying? But I think when it comes to being extremely submissive, I think that the Asians would probably be up there, like definitely top tier. But as far as sex and things go, I think that black women and probably like maybe Latinos would probably be up there like with you know, those experiences. I appreciate the other comments though. I appreciate that. So you got anything else you want to say before we jump into clip number 3? Cool. Go ahead and drop that clip number 3 then. Wait, did you just come back?
Yeah. Had to step out for a second.
All good, all good. Go ahead and
So pull
go
up
ahead.
clip 3.
Yeah, clip number 3.
Okay.
So why men don't want to date black women? It's not.
God.
Yeah, that thing start immediately, boy.
Immediately.
Did you want to chime in on anything real quick before we get into the next clip?
I think I might have missed a lot.
I'll tell you this like pretty much brief. Pretty much what me and LaCara was saying was pretty much that when it comes to men, when a man get a taste of something, they pretty much can put it away. Like, oh, I like that, I'm gonna put it on the shelf, I'll come back to it whenever I need it.
Yeah, it was pertaining
But
to a comment that was dropped earlier. So Melanie was basically saying black men are the most desired, and somebody else dropped a comment and said BW aren't. So black women aren't, and I would say that well, what I said was white men, I believe, are or they were the most desired, and I think that it had a lot to do with their money. And black men were like right up under that if we haven't edged them out now. And you know, pertaining to the comment that black women aren't the most desired, I said I disagree when it comes to sex. I think that black women, along with what did I say, Latinos are like some of the most desired, like sexually. I think that a lot of guys would absolutely love to have an experience sexually when it comes to those two different type of women. But when it comes to long-term relationships or marriage or anything like that, I think I would agree with them being the least desired with that based on data, facts, and statistics and things like that. Because they actually did a study about who was the most desired and who was the least desired. And black women were actually at the bottom when it comes to that. And I believe it was Asians were at the top with being the most desired. And I think that it had a lot to do with how submissive Asian women tend to be, like just speaking in general.
Okay, well, I mean, I can definitely see that, and well, since you said those are, statistics, then numbers don't lie. I mean, well, to be honest with you, ain't no comment after that. It really ain't no comment after that, to be honest with you, because pretty much what I'm saying is pretty much what's already been said is, financially the white man was probably up, but when it comes to growth and just progressing, those numbers I could definitely see that being a change with wanting to be more involved, wanting to make more, wanting to get out of under oppression and circumstances. So I could see that definitely being the case. And about the Latinas and the African American black women, yeah, again, because I was gonna use the word exotic. They I guess you could find them exotic, intriguing, curvy and vivacious, energetic, and kind of almost leaning towards the stereotype of what you hear. But if it's true, then is it a stereotype? Is it something that we just, because like if you if someone says something about you a lot consistently, some people tend to adapt that just because it's what's been driven into their head. I was trying to think of like a more expansive word for that. So I could definitely see that. And about the Asian women, Yeah, I mean, I haven't really encountered it, but I can definitely see that too because, well, yeah. And then, a lot of anime, but a lot of anime kind of sexualize Asian women. They small and sometimes they're top heavy and just cute and stuff like that. So I see that aspect of it too. I don't really know like the whole, you know, uh in home, or it's another word that I was looking for that one, but yeah, I can see these
Yeah,
um
and short term versus long term as well. Again,
yeah.
short term guys don't really care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can have a bubbly personality. Short term, men don't care. I don't give a damn. She got a bubbly personality. If she's curvy, she look like she's fun, then I'll sleep with her. But when
Yeah.
it comes to like long term and everything, yeah, you can have big boobs and everything. But what I'm checking for when it comes to long term is peace.
Mhm.
Are you, easy to deal with and things like that. So I can understand like if she does have the looks and everything down packed. Again, when men consider being with someone long term, they're thinking about long term things
Mhm.
because looks are going to fade eventually. So
Mhm.
yeah, you can have, a nice body. You can have a pretty face. But when all of that fades, or when I'm dealing with you on a daily basis, what am I getting? Am I getting a nice, cool, easy to get along with person? Or am I dealing with that person that got a big butt, they got big breasts, but it's extremely difficult to get through it day by day because every time we have a conversation, it's an argument. So again, just speaking from a man's perspective.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I was getting that. But all right, yeah. That covers it. I spoke my piece.
We're gonna jump into. Okay, I'm definitely not reading that comment. Hey guys, make sure the comments are appropriate, or make sure you word it appropriately, because I don't silence anybody, but I will ignore your comments if it's not appropriate. Okay, I want to make sure we're respecting everybody. Just because we're having a conversation about anybody, I don't give a damn who it is, man. Like, make sure y'all respect. All right, if it's a question, cool, keep it respectful. My bad. Go ahead and play the clip.
Alrighty.
This is the reason why men don't want to date black women. It's nothing to do with racism. It's to do with being masculine and aggressive. The average woman, the black American woman, is 180 pounds. 180 pounds. That's average. That's crazy, meaning more than half of the black American women are above 180. They're coming like Brock Lesnar. And the problem is they're looking up to people like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B has literally been on interview saying multiple times how she's drugged people, stole their money, done all these horrible things. And you have all these black women saying she's a queen, she's a queen. The problem with so many of these black women is they're so fat and bulky and they're acting like, why am I not being treated like this European model? Because you're not a model. It's nothing to do with your color. It's just she's a beautiful model. She looks amazing. You are massive.
I'm
Wow.
surprised you ain't laughed at that one.
I mean, honestly, man, it's some things that I can rock with, I can agree with, or whatever. Like the Meg Thee Stallion and the Cardi B comment, I do agree that I see too many people uplifting the wrong type of behavior. The Cardi B's, again, she has got on public, uh, during public interviews, and have these type of conversations about her drugging people and doing stuff to guys, and they still choose to celebrate and highlight and champion this type of behavior and say that, hey, I'm trying to be like Cardi B. Y'all don't cook, on clean, and you out here drugging people. Like, come on, man. Like, so that stuff kind of resonated. But then again, man, listen, I'm a product of a black woman. So when it comes to like respect and stuff like that, man, it's certain things that I do understand, but yeah, I can't rock with all content, man.
Did you see that they said Cardi B did a video or did an interview
Let's go.
and stated that, you know, Offset had cheated on her for all those years and she had
Oh,
enough. And
Hold
then
on.
she also stated that she Like he cheated, but she found out and knew, and then she said she cheated once and he ain't never found out.
Mm. No, I ain't know about that. But I tell you
Bruh.
one thing. Like, listen, and I wanted to bring that up. Like, I was gonna do a completely like separate live stream about that Cardi B, and that we can have a quick little discussion about it. If we want to keep it brief, but that Cardi B and that Offset situation. First of all, neither one of them honestly need to be in a relationship. Neither one of them need to be parents or anything like that. They got a lot of stuff that I think that they struggle with mentally. That yeah, man, it's just certain things that you don't do, certain ways that you don't carry yourself, and honestly, man, being in that type of lifestyle, being an entertainer, I don't know, man. I just I'm gonna say that's a touchy topic to speak about, man. But I think somebody was asking me if he fumbled or if she fumbled. Now I think that
Neither one. They both had their
was
fun.
good. Yeah, but both of them was trash. If I'm keeping it a band, man, that's the only way I can put that. Based on what I have seen, them going back and arguing on social media as two grown adults that's in an entertainment field, and you know and you understand. Like I know y'all got a PR team, and this is not a good look, man, for two people, two adults, to a black woman and a black man. Like, do y'all not understand how bad this looks?
It's not how bad it looks. It's pretty much based off like the history of both of them. Like you gotta look at, oh, Cardi was a stripper, so you already know. Especially you saying that she was openly saying the stuff that she did in her time, but you still gotta look at the fact like I'll say you married a. It's like you married a woman, but you should have known what you were dealing with, what you were about to come with, because you know it's almost in a sense like when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce with whoever the chick was, like not even realizing like there are women out here that are in the business where you got to understand they can get whoever they want.
They can have sex with whoever they want, but they
Yeah,
need to actually
that
get men to take them serious. Though
yeah,
that's the
if
issue.
yeah, like if you got a woman out here that can be like, hey, understand I can have sex with any other with whatever man I want out here.
But men,
That's
but
that's
women don't
bad.
really. Yeah, but women don't really value that really like that. Women, I think women, majority of women, they value relationships. Like they value, this guy actually takes me serious and wants to be with me long term. Rather, I know we're gonna have some people that say I don't want to be married. I understand that, but when I look at majority of women look at it like, this guy that's willing to spend all of his time, his energy, efforts, and maybe even resources on me. Like that's what I value versus being able to jump from bed to bed. That's more of a masculine. That's more of a man thing. Like you got some guys that'll go out here and brag about that, and that might be cool. You know what I'm saying in their circle.
How
But
how how serious do you take Cardi B now? Even
I never
okay.
took her serious.
No, no,
Ever.
no, no. Let's be realistic.
Hmm.
Okay, she did all that stuff in her past life, and she gave
Hmm.
that up.
Hmm.
But she married you. She never cheated on you, and you did everything that Offset did. She still took you back.
I'm gonna
That's
be
one
honest with you.
scenario.
But
That's
look,
one
look, listen.
scenario.
Before we get into the next scenario, because I don't give a damn if this was 10, 15. The fact that you had the mindset to go out there and strip, and again, I've already heard out of the source's mouth of the different things that she done did, and that's why I make sure that I put that out there. What I'm talking about is your digital footprint, and she's putting this stuff out here on social media and saying these things, and I'm pretty sure this wasn't just a conversation that she done had with just a Breakfast Club. I'm pretty sure she done shared this with friends about drugging men and doing stuff like that. This is a conversation that I would have had with this young lady prior to not even knowing who she is. Like sitting down, I don't know why people just feel comfortable to, tell me almost anything. And that's information that I would have gotten out of her. And I would have not taken her serious just because of that. And then the fact that she's stripping, oh, that's another strike. The fact that she has the mindset that she has, oh, that's an automatic no. That's an automatic red flag. And I would not even be dealing with this young lady from jump. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how big your butt is. It's all about mindset. It starts here. And then if you got looks and everything else to go along with that, then okay, all right. Now we talking. But we ain't even gonna get started cooking with this damn this pot if you ain't even got, you know what I'm saying, the outside together. But what's the you said the next scenario?
I'm saying whether she cheated or not, because like Offset, she said he cheated on her several times and she only cheated once, but he never knew about it. But what if she did the stripper life, gave that away, and she didn't cheat or nothing when you were married to her? Would you still take her serious?
I think a guy. Well, I'll just speak based on Offset because, again, I'm a different type of dude. I'm a different type of guy, man. I got a different type of mindset, and I think when it comes to Offset, I believe that he can do better. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I think that Offset, absolutely, positively can do better, but he gonna need to do the work on himself first. Like, do I think that he could possibly look up and get a young lady that don't have any kids, that got less mileage on her, that's maybe, willing to align and get on his plan or whatever. I think that he has more of a chance of finding somebody that's going to meet those standards versus a person like Cardi B. I don't give again. She can probably get any dick that she desire, but as far as somebody actually taking this young lady serious, that she is going to value, because it goes both ways. That she is going to value. I think that it is probably less than a 1% that she's gonna be able to find something like that, because I think that even if a woman got her own bag, eventually she's still gonna be looking at it like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I want a guy that can at least be able to do this or at least be able to do that in most cases.
I don't know, man. Even if they divorce or whatever, even though they both can do better and can find better, I don't care what nobody say. He probably still gonna be hitting anyway. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that Cardi B gonna be able to do better, because what we gotta look at again, the things that she values is also going to play into
Go.
resources as well. All right, so resources as well. You're going to have some type of, again, when you look at Offset, he's not an average guy. This dude got money. He's an entertainer. And so for her to be able to find a guy that's making the same amount of money and also have a lot of things that she may value. Offset is a tall guy. I don't know how tall he is, but based on like this pop the balloon culture and like how people be down in the comments about how they speak about short men, the chance of you finding a guy that you find attractive, that finds you attractive, that makes that amount of money, that got that height. I don't know what if he's physically fit or whatever, that complements your lifestyle. I don't think she's gonna find nobody else like that. I think that the best thing she can do is get back with her baby daddy, and I think that's across the board with majority of these young ladies out here that's looking on the other side of the fence. In a lot of cases, I believe the best choice you're gonna have is to get back with your baby daddy, especially if you got multiple kids. Come on, fam. Like, that's just my point of view. That's just what I believe, based on the things that I've seen. All right. Anybody got anything else they want to add before we jump into the next clip? Somebody say cook KD. Y'all show it out. Don't gas me up. Don't gas me up. Y'all show it out, man. Anybody got anything else they want to add? If not, go ahead and pull up the next clip. All right, hold on 1 second. Kobe, you good, bro? You good over there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead and play this clip. This clip short. Make it big real quick. All right, so this is two Asian women. You know, we did have a conversation about Asian women, and they got a podcast. So our video, shout out to them. That's titled "Not Your Asian Women." All right, go ahead and play the clip real quick. I just want to hear what they got to say. Whoa, what the? Make it big again. Pause it, cause we can't hear anything.
Every,
Hold
every
on
time.
one second. Hold on. Yeah, don't play it just yet. Make it bigger.
It's a lamb, but
Every
if
time
you're
I
like
touch it, it does that.
Yeah, well, just pause it. Make it big. Put it up. Pull it up real quick.
it's a lamb, but
Pause
if
it.
you're like a real
All right.
All right, and you can you make it big? All right, hold on one second. Can you start it over? Would it let you start it over? You should be able to drag the thing to back. Can you drag it back? All right, if you can't do that, don't worry about it. Just
it's a
make it.
lamb, but if you're like lamb, but if
Pause it. Yeah, now you should be able to make it bigger.
Hey, type the
All right,
space
can you
bar
do
and see if
it?
it'll work.
it's a lamb, but if you're like a
Thank
real
you,
man,
Cole.
if you have the characters that I love, I don't care. You could be a third-degree burn victim. I'd suck that dick.
Whoa.
It doesn't matter.
What?
They were having a conversation about like dating outside their race or whatever. They were having a conversation about, dating. I think it was dating a white man versus dating a black man or something like that. And this was one of the things that they said. I thought that was hilarious. All right, we can go to the next one. I thought that was unless you want to play it again. Do you want to play it again?
No, it's just dumb.
No, let me hear it one more time.
I'm controlling over here. Hold on.
Lamb,
Hold on.
but if you're like a real man, lamb, but if you're like a
who's a
real
lamb?
man, if you have the characters that I love, I don't care. You could be a third-degree burn victim. I'd suck that dick.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, girl.
All right.
Man, that's hilarious. All right, yeah, you can play the next clip.
That's a real. I feel like I like that actually because she don't care about physical being. She kind of, well, I don't know how true it is, but she doesn't care about physical being. You're a real man. Your character is great, and if it makes her happy, she gonna make him happy. I like that. All right. What's
But here's the thing. Like I feel what you're saying, but don't put that out there on the internet. Like, listen,
I mean,
it's completely cool for you to have this type of mindset or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as this person make me happy, cool. But don't ever. Y'all know how much I talk about digital footprint. Don't you ever put that on social media. Don't never let nobody, what I'm saying, record you, be caught on camera, anything like that. What you saying, anything like this. When you go out in the public, you need to be a freaking angel. Like people need to look at you like they look at Savannah James.
Right.
And if you don't know who Savannah James is, then I don't know what rock you've been hiding up under. But I would
LeBron
understand because she
James,
ain't really got no
wife.
big digital footprint. Because even though she do got a podcast or whatever, but that young lady is what I would encourage all other women to be like. Again, if you're trying to, that's regardless if you're trying to be with somebody that works at, as a janitor, all the way up into being the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I don't care what it is. If you move how she moves, you don't have to worry about anything. Telling you, dog. Everybody, every guy wants a young lady like Savannah James, and every young lady should want to be like a Savannah James. If you don't know who she is, I put Savannah James over Michelle Obama. I put her over everybody. Easy. It ain't even close. What's going on, big time? Yeah, it ain't even close. No offense to Michelle Obama, but Savannah James is definitely at the top when it comes to how a woman should carry herself, how she should move, and everything like that. And not even saying that I'm knocking, Michelle Obama for anything that she's done. I'm just saying that Savannah James has just did it like longer. I've seen her technically be in the spotlight for longer, and her husband, her man, the person that she's been with for 20, almost 30 years, has been probably one of the most hated people on earth for a very, very long time, and she still rock with him, 10 toes down. So yeah, shout out to her. Salute to her. You want to go ahead and bring up the next clip? All right, so this is okay. This is those same guys that got on another podcast. Now these two guys are from London. They have a huge podcast in London. But another thing that's been going viral. This is the reason why I keep bringing up these clips, because this is another viral moment that happened. I want to make sure that we get in and we have a conversation about what they were saying. All right, you can go ahead and play it. Mute. It's on mute. We don't hear anything. And it could be you being on mute too.
Oh.
All right.
Cool. Needs to stop raining. Cool. Needs to stop raining. Yeah. It needs to stop raining.
Was there some baddies?
Y'all not used to that?
Is there baddies?
Yeah, was there baddies there?
I think there was. I don't even remember, bro. From when we were sitting or standing,
Like
it was two. It was yeah.
Only-
It was slim pickings.
Only a handful. Yeah.
I haven't seen
In Atlanta?
in Atlanta. I've seen the least baddies so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Well, I'm surprised.
That's the truth.
Because thank God we ain't from here.
Yeah, I'm
I'm a Texas
surprised.
girl.
Very surprised.
Here we from Texas.
You ain't offending me, none.
I don't know why these girls are kikiing, talking about they're from Texas. Girls, you live in Atlanta. So when he says he doesn't see any hot girls, he's also talking about you. No matter whether you are from there or not. You think
Oh wow.
First of all, I just want to say right here now, I love the Shits and Gigs podcast.
Oh, you know who they is? Yeah. That's
James and
what
Foohead. Great dudes. They're funny. They're funny as all get out. But it's pretty shocking. I think honestly believe they stayed in the U.S. for a good period of time, they will most definitely have their answer that they need to know, is because they're asking them where they see the most baddies at. They ain't gonna see unless they actually stay in the U.S. for a while.
So here's the thing, right? Atlanta is like Black City, right? That's where you're gonna find probably like the most black people. You know what I mean? Like black businesses. And I think that a lot of people either stay there or they fly in and out of there. Like you got a lot of people that go to Atlanta. And I think what these guys were basically saying, and I could be wrong, but most of these women, especially in the Atlanta area, probably look alike. A lot of them out here got the same, they arch their eyes the same way. They got the same type of makeup. And it seems like they try to look like the exact same person. And everywhere I turn, I look at it and I see basically just a lot of people with a lot of makeup on their doggone face. When I'm looking for a doggone baddie, I'm looking for like natural beauty. Somebody that's just naturally beautiful. And you can't cover that up with a BBL. You can't cover that up with just having a big butt or big breast or whatever. No, I'm really looking at your face. And based on the things that I've seen, because I don't think that it's hard to find in London. I think that you can go almost anywhere in London and probably be able to see 4 or 5, you know what I'm saying, bad chicks. But when you come over here to the US, you're dealing with a lot of people that think that, you know, just because my hair looks nice, just because I got my nails done, I got makeup on, that I'm good. Forgetting about their body, forgetting about, you know, everything else that those guys may value. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think. I mean, I understand why they being canceled, but we ain't gonna get into that. But that was another reason why I brought this clip up as well, because right now they're talking about canceling these guys because of these conversations that they've been having lately when they came over here.
Can I ask you a question though?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
So when you, because I had this conversation with somebody the other day at the job, and I was like, when you look at a man, what's the first thing you look at? And she said, I look at his eyes. And I was like, that's weird, because like, I was like, he asked me, she's like, what do guys look at when it comes to women? They go from face. Obviously, guys look for her face, and they look from behind. But I told her, in general, sometimes a guy look at how to dress, because for me, I look at head and feet. And I told her, like, women care about what guys wear. She's like, I was like, if you go to any woman, the first thing she's gonna do is look at the guy's face, and then look at his shoes, and look at his outfit. I don't know how you do it, LaKay, but you tell me.
Well, first of all, I kind of want to commend the young lady. You know, the very first thing that she does is she looks at somebody's eyes. But I do believe that, you know, the eyes is what do they say? There's like a peek into like your soul or whatever they say. So I can definitely understand that. Like the eyes don't lie, man. Everything else might lie, but yeah, people's eyes, their facial expression, everything. I think that has a lot to do with their eyes. So I can definitely see that. But when I'm looking at some a young lady for the first time, yeah, I would agree. I would probably look at, you know, her head, her face or whatever. You know, I want to see what she got on her head. You know, and it's pretty much going to be a quick scan. I want to see how she presents herself. You know what I'm saying, when she's out in public, because I think that's going to give me a quick peek into her mindset on how she views herself. Because I don't think that a person that really cares about themselves like that is going to just step out looking any kind of way. I think that people that really care about, you know, who they are, they understand and they know how important appearance is. And I'm not stepping out here looking crazy.
Facts.
Tina, you want to chime in real quick before we go to the next clip, or?
Well, no, actually, like what you said, like everybody looks the same. Like there's no differential between one female from the next. Everyone wants to do the lashes and the makeup and the edges and the and you know what they see on mainstream versus being their authentic self, being natural. So I see why they said what they said. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, well that's what I was thinking.
Cool. Go ahead and bring up that next clip real quick.
Where is it? Okay. Wait. The one we just
Sing was with the guys.
That was 5, right? No. My bad. Well, number 6 is the one with
I've never
this one.
seen.
Yeah, so just play the next one after that.
Okay.
So this guy has
Whoa,
made a
whoa.
show of going on a date with a woman from every.
Sorry. I don't know what happened there.
Right click it, close it, and then try to open it up again.
So this guy has made a show.
All right, so this is another clip from another viral moment. Again, I think that this kind of plays into the topic that we're having right now. What's going on, Jeff? What's going on, man? So where you from? Rock Hill, South Carolina, my friend. Appreciate you for tapping in. But yeah, this is another clip that pretty much goes into the topic that we're having right now. And I'm just gonna let her go ahead and give a little spiel. Another viral moment.
So this guy has made a show of going on a date with a woman from every state.
Okay.
And let me just show you why he's getting a lot of hate. I think it's
They're all
fair to
baddies.
say that my guy has a type. But here's
Sure.
what really makes me mad.
Here we go.
This is the girl he went on a date with from Hawaii. Like,
So what?
sir, what you not finna do? You not finna play us, sir. You not finna play us, sir. Then this is the girl he went on a date with from New Mexico, who is actually, if you look on her Instagram, from Long Island. So, sir, if you have a type.
Is she trying to say that there's not white people in New Mexico and Hawaii? What is she saying?
You didn't even have to go across 50 states for that. Like, you really just dated the same girl in every single state. Like, where is the seasoning? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, because I'm feeling like this was unnecessary.
What the problem is, though?
I'm trying to figure out. She said,
Because, like, if the man has a preference, he knows what he wants, he knows what he's looking for, or if it is just a series, he, like she said, he has a type. That's his preference. That's his type. Why would he try to venture away from that if he don't want to? But I think
this is the issue that I be having, right? We've gotten into a culture where it's okay to shame people when it comes to people doing stuff like this. But when it comes to trying to shame somebody into doing what's really going to be helpful for themselves in the long run, then it's wrong. Like I really don't get it, man. And I ain't even gonna bring up what I was just about to say, but I'm just gonna say it's acceptable for some people, for certain people, to shame people into going outside their preference. Like, this is this man's preference. He did not once put any other race or anybody else down. This is just what, again, this is my preference. These are the different women that I'm gonna try to go for when I go out on these. Ma'am, what you upset for? And how in the world is he playing y'all? Talking about he playing. Like, no, he ain't. He just don't want to deal with. Oh, have mercy, boy. Good grief. Woo. And definitely making his point why he probably chooses to only deal with certain types. And again, this could just be for clicks, views, and things like this. This is probably, who's to say this man is actually taking this thing serious? He's just going on 50 different dates with 50 different women. That's crazy. In 50 different states. That's crazy. But let that man do what he do, man. He's happy. Leave him alone. What up? What's going on, my friend? Say hi. What's going on? I'm back. Greetings from Germany. Appreciate you for chiming in from Germany, man. But yeah, go ahead and play the play the next clip real quick.
Yeah, like I'm not really.
So this is that same creator, I believe. I think this is him. Yeah, you play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm not really into black girls, but I would date one if like I had to. Oh.
All right, play the last clip and then we go do a deep dive. Wait, no. I think that last clip got a little bit more context to it. What are y'all thoughts so far about what we have seen? A
Well,
guy basically choosing to deal with certain women or whatever, but he's basically being bullied online. Because I think this is bullying. Like you're upset with that man because he has a preference, because this is the type of woman that he wants to date, which I don't have an issue with it. If somebody has a preference for who they want to date, then let them date. Like, appreciate the likes. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Yeah, what are y'all thoughts?
I see one of the little ones still left. But
Bro, everybody got a preference, man. That's crazy.
Whoa.
Oh,
We got
okay.
two people trying to speak at one time or something. I don't know. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
I could barely hear y'all. I don't know. It sounded like some static or something. Y'all want to try again? Tina or Kobe, somebody go.
Okay. Well, pretty much like the previous video, like if the person, not even just them, but if a person have a preference, then that's their preference. It shouldn't be acceptable for, yeah, like you said, for people to be bullied into going out of their comfort zone or going out of what they prefer to date, and then they may end up having a not so decent experience. Not to say that they could, but
He
why?
definitely would. Especially dealing with that person, that type of person that was just on that
Mhm.
mindset. But go ahead.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that's crazy though. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
But that's real crazy though. Like, because I upset when they say or when they're asked who they like what race they preferably want to date, and they say their race or just their race or any other race. It's a problem. I don't really see what the problem is. It's your preference. If that's what you want to date, you should be able to date whoever you want to.
Facts.
I think this world is very, very touchy about certain stuff because I just think I think it's kind of funny because people always expect for you to date your own race. That's what's always been the expectation in some way. They always say love who you love, but when they say love who you want to love, a child is probably taking it as, oh, love who I want to love, so I can love a white person, a black person, an Asian person, a Hispanic, whoever it is. But in all actuality, parents are probably telling their kids like, love who you want, but make sure they're in our race.
I see that point. We do have a comment from Kid Chubby. Shout out to them. It says, I think women who date men who love them in general are happier. I know some happy black women with black men.
Black women, yeah. I know some happy black women with black men. Yeah, I wanted to repeat. I don't know why. I don't know if you went out just over here, but just so my other audience could hear. But yeah, I definitely. First of all, I agree with that comment, and I want to make sure that I point out that that love is an action. You know what I mean? That means you are putting forth the effort each and every day. You know what I'm saying? To give that person either a reason to love you or make it easy for someone to love you. It's very, very important that you do that. All right. Just want to make sure you point that out, because I think that a lot of people think that love is just given. No, it's not. It is not. Like unless that person was born, you know what I mean, came out of you in some way or whatever, you need to understand that you should be constantly constantly giving people a reason to love you and make it easy to love who you are. And that's by improving yourself each and every day. Like people are they gonna fall in love with them versus somebody that's just being lazy, being content with who they are. And I think that also plays into self-love as well. But we ain't gonna deep dive into love. I just wanted to make sure that I point that out. Appreciate the comment. Anybody wanted to chime in real quick or hello?
Hello.
Anybody else want to chime in real quick
Um,
with either her comment or the last thing that's been played?
Nah, not really.
no.
Cool. All right, so bring up the next clip, and I believe this clip got a little bit more to it.
How can I bring it up without playing it?
Now can you bring it up without what?
Playing it.
Just double click. It'll play a little bit. It's all right. It's a long clip, so you can just restart. You the guy from Florida. No, I'm not from Florida, my friend.
Wait, what just happened?
I'm talking to some of the people on my what's the name? My bad. I'm gonna start muting myself when I'm having a conversation with the other live stream. My fault.
I'm not into black women.
Oh. Why is this always the answer? I need to know this right now. So you think I'm ugly?
That's not it. You're conventionally a very pretty girl. It's just a
Pause it real
preference.
quick.
I actually tried to kind of see a black girl.
Him saying that you are conventionally. Oh my god.
Did he just say she conventionally pretty?
Yeah, that's what he said. I wanted to point that out before we really get in. That is hilarious to me, boy. He said you conventionally.
What do you mean?
Yo, that girl said, "Am I ugly?" No. You conventionally. Man, let me tell you something. That's the most respectful way to go about doing things, man. I salute that brother. That's crazy. I'm gonna pick I ain't even say that's disrespectful. I'm gonna be as honest with you as possible without trying to be mean. I can respect it. Oh, okay, all right. You can restart and play it. My bad. That was hilarious.
Restart?
Hilarious. Yeah, you can start it over there.
There we go. Oh, come on.
That's funny.
I'm not into black women.
Oh. Why is this always the answer? I need to know this right now. So you think I'm ugly?
That's not it. You're conventionally a very pretty girl. It's just a preference. I actually tried to kind of see a black girl for a little bit, but I just couldn't get into it. Like, I mean, if a girl's half, it's different. But like a girl who's like fully black, for some reason, it's just.
So it's just like a preference.
Said you're conventional. He said you're conventionally a pretty girl. You're just not. He's being very respectful. Let's just be clear. What he is saying up to this point is not surprising at all. This is not surprising at all. His viewpoint has been shared by plenty of white males in America. Presumably he's American based upon that accent. His preference has been shared for centuries and continues to be shared. I will yet again reiterate some of the data that I previously shared. One study that included about 1 million people conducted online interviews and also looked at online data showed that white people still had a high dating preference for other white people, and specifically white men sought out white women overwhelmingly.
Pause it real quick.
That Asian women, Latina women, black women were like.
All right, so again, this is just based on facts, data, and statistics that they actually pull, because you have so many people out there that automatically want to say that, you know, people are wrong. But we literally have people that have did studies from hundreds of thousands, even millions of people, and people will still try to say that, come on, man. And then what they'll try to do is they'll try to use their own anecdotal experiences to try to justify something. When we have numbers and we have studies from people, I just think that's interesting. All right, you can go ahead.
Last on their list. So what he's saying is not surprising at all, anecdotally, and then even when you look at the evidence of even what's been going on up to this day, it still proves to be true. I think what happens is because there's so much swirler and so much divest, and expand your options content, Black women really are out there thinking that.
All right, so those of you that can't see, let me go ahead and turn the camera around. So a lot of people like to use this couple as an example for what they were speaking about in the first clip, which is what they call the black girl effect. A white guy or somebody from another culture, whatever, mostly a white guy, gets with a black girl, and, you know, he gets a certain type of haircut. He starts to, quote unquote, glow up. You know, he started to change the way that he dressed, the way that he presents himself, and stuff like that. And they use this as like, yo, this is what I'm talking about getting with the white guy that's going to value you, that's going to be everything that you want him to be. You know, a great man, a great father, a great husband, you know, just a great figure. Like, this is why you get with these type of men, because as you can see throughout social media, we're happy. You know, even though this young lady did have a child with the black guy, and we're gonna get into that clip right after this. She had a child or some children with the black guy, and for whatever reason they separated, and she ended up getting a white guy. Now she's living her best life. All right, you can go ahead and continue now. I just want to make sure I give people context before we get into this thing.
Men of all races are open to the rainbow, and they're really not. They're actually really not. So this guy is being super respectful. He's not saying anything surprising at all. He's actually saying what many of us have been saying for a long time, what has been anecdotally proven to be true since the beginning of time. I mean, how long ago was Loving versus Virginia? And some of the most recent data showed that about 0.5% of white men in America have a black wife. 0.5%? Again, I'm not talking about interracial sex. That is something completely different. That's been happening since the plantation. I'm talking about a man that looks at a woman and says, wow, I love you so much. I'm so enamored with you that I want to give you my last name and my legacy. Totally different. Only 0.5% of white men in America right now currently have a black wife. And how long ago did Loving versus Virginia happen?
All right. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it, man. So again, that was the young man. Basically just got on there and say, listen, in the nicest way possible, I ain't gonna say I don't find you attractive, but you could be beautiful, I guess, you know, according to other people's standards. But yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. Good grief. What's going on now? My bad. Y'all go ahead. What are y'all thoughts?
I don't see the problem. Like, I feel like he's just to have his preference, and just because, just like that saying, if your friends jump off the building, is you gonna jump too? Just because you see other people doing it, you don't necessarily have to do it. If it's not in your best interest, you don't have to do it. If it's not up to your liking, you don't have to do it. So if they feel some type of way because he don't swirl, that's on them. I feel like that's within themselves that they need to figure out, why do they feel like that's the problem? Hold on. Why do they feel like that's a problem? Oh, my bad. I knew I heard something.
No, you're talking about an echo?
Oh. Dang. So, Kobe, did you get a chance to hear everything?
I heard everything.
Oh, my.
Listen. When I heard him say, "Hey, nah, you conventionally pretty," I was like, "Yo, I gotta use that." Like that's hilarious.
That's hilarious, man. I ain't never heard that, dog.
April Washington says that dude is afraid he'll get beat up.
Bruh. Yo, y'all showing out, man. Y'all are showing out. And he ain't lying. She ain't lying.
Man, that's sad though. I kind of feel like it's sad that you're trying to basically like push somebody to do something that they don't want to do. Like you trying to push somebody to make it feel like it's a bad thing that they don't try other cultures, we'll say. Like, let's say that.
Well, do you think it's kind of tough for somebody to try another culture if they're always surrounded by their own?
I mean, well, yeah. Wait, hold on, elaborate on that.
Okay, because like sometimes, okay, let's use it for example. You have people like let's use our culture for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we go to school or go to a college, we're always probably gonna go to a predominant black school. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when we're going into a predominant black school, we are surrounded by our own. So we're gonna feel like, all right, I see this black girl, she's attractive, I want to go after her. Sometimes you got white people that go to predominantly white schools where they're surrounded by their own. And sometimes when you go to a predominantly white school, that's where you see other races of other ethnicities sometimes. But that percentage is very, very, very small that you see. So that's why I was asking, like, do you feel like sometimes people are not able to go outside their race because that's all they know and that's who they're surrounded by a majority of the time?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you are surrounded by, so if you are surrounded by what you know, what you see, then yes, you are predominantly gonna go by what you know and what you see. And I feel like it's safe to say, why can I not say that? Safe to say that most individuals would prefer that. They take pride in that. Nothing wrong with interracial couples, interracial dating, interracial marriage, but I would say that I feel like generally, I don't have data and all that statistics and stuff like that, but I would say generally you will want for the family to stay within the family. Like, not the family, but you want a strong bloodline. But we do have a couple of comments. Unless Katie, you want to comment real quick or respond?
Oh, huh?
Well, dang, I kind of spaced out myself.
Hey, it says, Katie, what you looking at over there?
Yeah, but there was some other couple of comments beforehand. Someone said, Melanie says she loves your hat, Katie.
Appreciate it.
And
I haven't seen Mel in a minute.
Yeah. We the people say, I can see that. Is he referring? I believe he's referring to what Kobe just said about people being around their culture. We'll just use what you said. If white people are around white people growing up and black people are around black people growing up, is it harder for them to explore out or try? And April said it's nothing to try when you're naturally in diverse environments. But if you're not in diverse environments, then that's where I would put try in there. And we the people did say good news. Katie, they asked him what you looking at over there.
Man, come on, man. Come on. Don't be extra, dog. Y'all.
They said you got real quiet, and Melanie says hi, Kobe.
What's up, Mel?
Man, chill, dog. People been coming out the woodwork over here, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all know I'm real observative, you know what I'm saying? I like to observe and people seeing and whatnot. But back to the topic at hand, man. Yeah, this young lady basically, you know, brought up some facts, data, statistics about, you know, people dating. And pertaining to this guy's preference. Like, this is just my preference. I just prefer to date certain type of women. And I mean, if that's his preference, man, then that's his preference. You know what I mean? Go to the next clip, man. I'll tell you right now. Hey, the Truth Podcast can get away with it. I bet not have nobody on Katie the Great saying anything. Y'all know we don't play that over here. I need for y'all to behave. Okay, wait a minute. Before you start this clip. So this clip is about that young lady and that white gentleman, right? You know, a lot of people was basically saying that she done got her, you know, a white man or whatever, and the glow up is real. So it says on there, I can't read it from here, but it was something about
Nothing. Just a black man's baby mama, a white man spoiled, married, and moved to Hawaii. Is that what you refer?
Yes. So that's pretty much the narrative she's been trying to paint. Again, I am okay with anybody's preference. I'm never gonna disagree with anybody for having a preference. But one thing that I ask people to do is don't put an entire race down just because you have a preference. Like, that to me is really, really distasteful. And I'm gonna have something to say about it, regardless of, you know, if the shoe is on the other foot. It could be a black guy talking about dating white women and putting black women down. Like, come on, fam, just be real. The people that you chose, you know, whatever you chose to do with that person, like, that's your problem. That's your issue. You need to figure out how to pick better. And again, we got a young lady out here that she done glue up. And shout out to her. I'm gonna give her a little round of applause. If you found a man, I don't care if he's black, white, Asian, or whatever, that, you know, gonna put up with your BS, then cool. You know, just understand when you get on these platforms. I actually had a discussion from another creator today. I ain't gonna talk about what we talked about, but you need to understand something. When you become an influencer or whatever, most of the time your life is gonna be on display. So when you put stuff out there, you can't just take the good. No, you're gonna take the good and the bad. That's just the consequences of being on these type of platforms. So anytime somebody either get a hold of or you put out some negative stuff, just know that people are gonna take it and they're gonna run with it. All right? That's just the benefits and the repercussions from being a content creator. All right, you can go ahead and play it now.
I wanna be like, don't say me. That's my man, Jimmy.
A few moments later.
Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid the deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it online, so I put it online. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got online. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. So what are you talking about? Oh, okay. Let's put it online. It's about your daughter. You went to Minnesota or whatever your baby mother is from, and you've been nothing but a deadbeat to your daughter. You knew your daughter, you knew where she was, you did not try at all whatsoever. Let's be honest about the fact that I'm the one that made you see. I'm the one that made you see your daughter. Let's be honest about the fact that when I met you, you was lying. about the fact that you had a daughter. Let's be honest about the fact that you are a literal dead. How angry I got when I found out that you can't see that little girl, and I told you to go and get a lawyer and go fight for your daughter. Literally pissed off that you wouldn't fight for your daughter. Let's be honest about the fact that you lied and say she was a one-night stand, but your mother even told me that y'all was together. Let's be very honest. I mean, you want to face it, we're on the mattress. Let's be real about that. Let's be real about the fact that you won't deal with me. I'm the opposite way about it. Let's be real about the fact that I never felt comfortable moving to your house because you did it together.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. It was a handful. Now I just want to again point out the fact in the first clip, again, you got people that are on social media. When you put things out there, people are going to document that. Your digital footprint is everything. So you put out here that you had a black baby daddy that I guess, y'all had children and for whatever reason y'all separated. But now you got a white guy. And, this white guy is everything that you could possibly want in a man. And y'all living a happy life out there in Hawaii, right? Until it hits the fan. And now we go from, and these are your words, not ours, a perfect type of lifestyle to putting all that stuff out here for display. My bad, it was a guy riding through here listening to some women music, pumping that mug. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, yeah, so now you got that you done put that out here for display. And now we see that you on live now basically bashing the same type of man that you were just uplifting. What's up with that? Break it down for me now. Now what we got was, or what we've been hearing, white men work, take care of their kids, take care of their woman, take care of the household, and that woman can, rest and be in her femininity. And the white guys out here getting all the gifts. So what's going on? Because again, we're hearing this from a content creator, basically speaking, giving us some insight from what it's like dating and being with, a white man. So what's going on? I'm confused. I'm just trying to get an understanding. I'm just asking questions right now. What's going on? Come on, man. Y'all gotta break it down. Let me know. I'm just asking questions right now. Because according to media, this is something black guys do, right? At least I thought.
Yeah, apparently, like I said.
And a deadbeat. Don't forget about that. She even said he was a deadbeat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I will definitely say that you can't. First of all, I want to say this day and age, when it comes to social media, if anybody that is some content creators don't do it, but some others do, where they feel like exposing the person is an option for them to deal with their hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say that they can say this about just black people. I feel like all races do the same exact thing. Like I said, I feel like I told you, all races cheat, all races make mistakes, and it's just based on how the person will go about it. And just like in the comment, a guy said, black women are the best hustlers. That could be debated a little bit. And also say that they will go where the money follows or the money flows.
But I also want to point out to MXC's comment about Latino women that love non-Latino, love putting Latino men down. And
appreciate that, MX. Hold on, go back real quick.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate that, MXC, because right now we are hearing from, I'm guessing, other people in other cultures are basically just pretty much saying the same thing that you're saying, Kobe. Like, this is not just, certain people. No, this happens in all races.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing Latino men have to deal with this as well. And before you get into the next comment, did you have anything else you wanted to say before we move on to the next comment about the topic?
Yeah. Heck, pretty much like XC and Kobe has been saying is not just what you see the black women, well, the black people and the white people doing those type of things. So my whole thing is I wish we would get to the point to where if you just stop putting the primary race down. If you have a reason why you like this particular other culture or this other person or this other race, just say that. Don't try to bash it and make that the reason that you step out of your culture to date.
I like that take. And I respect that take. And I will also kind of piggyback off of that. Pretty much the exact same thing that we've been saying. You know what I mean? Like, if you decide to date outside the race, cool. Listen, you ain't got to make all that noise on your way out the damn door. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to date black women, go on about your business, fam. You ain't got to put black women down when you go and do that. Same thing applies for these women. Listen, if you want to date outside your race, go date outside your race. Don't sit here and try to bash and put an entire race or sex down because of the decisions you have made as a person. Just go about your damn business. And what I will say is, one thing I kind of disagree with is, I think that, it's more of a, I don't want to say of a race or a culture thing. It's just, it goes back to people that have like a very, very strong foundation. They were raised right and stuff like that. Because I do believe, when you're raised right, you got good morals, good character. Those people are not going to cheat regardless of what race you are. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with when they say everybody cheats, because listen, I know plenty of guys, and I'm actually one of those guys. When I'm in a relationship, fam, that's it. I'm not stepping outside of it. And I think the guys that I hung around are that exact same thing. The guys that I chose not to hang around, those were the guys that, I ain't gonna speak about what they are in present day or whatever. But yeah, man, I don't think everybody cheats.
I feel you on that. I was, in a way, that's what I was leaning towards when I was saying that. What I was saying, like, if the parent, if your parents would prefer, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, it was trying to lead into was if you have a pretty decent upbringing, you're an honest person, you know, your parents showed you, has a good guideline or outline of what a successful marriage looks like, you're gonna stay with what you know, and you're gonna stay an honest person, a truthful person, a loyal person, um a well-rounded person. Like, hopefully you won't fall into the temptation to cheat. And never mind.
Yeah, ain't no hopefully. I think if you have a strong foundation, you ain't gonna make that type of mistake, man. Again, when you have certain morals and values and stuff that have been instilled in you, again, you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't be dating. You definitely should be having sex and all those other things until you figure out exactly who you are. And once you get to that point, then you already know and you understand this has been put in me since I was younger. And I believe that, if you put it in them while they're young, they'll never depart from that. Good values, good morals, and things like that. I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes, but cheating, that's crazy, right? Now, we can say like mistakes would be maybe I shouldn't have had that conversation with that young lady, whatever. Maybe that's overstepping. But something like cheating, something like kissing, something like exchanging, you know what I'm saying, numbers and talk like, come on, no. That's an automatic no. That's an automatic no. And people that have good morals, good values and things like that, and that stuff has been instilled in them while they were younger. Those people don't make those type of mistakes. Cause that's way past. Like you done skip past 60,000 different steps in order to get to the sex thing. That's crazy. Heck no.
So
Y'all
Melanie,
actually have to take off pants and you know what I'm saying. You got to get that thing up and you know got to come on, nah, hell no, hell no.
so Melanie has a comment. Oh, can we go to comments now? Or does anybody else have anything else to say?
I'm cool. I'm cool. Coming.
All
To
right.
listen. Clip.
Melody says, "Love your point of view. You speak from both sides instead of taking one side. Love your insight, Katie." Now, I think this was probably a little bit ahead
Appreciate
ago.
that.
You could still go for right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Um, excuse me if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, but Aki and Saltfish.
Oh, that's what Kobe was talking about.
All the black women are the best hustlers. He also has a comment saying they will go where the money flows, or he or she. Sorry, my bad. Um, a Latino loving a black man shouldn't be an issue. Sometimes it's off outing the way. Sometimes it's off outing the way Latinos treat their black brothers.
Latinos treat their black brothers.
And then
I think that a lot of this is kind of playing into grace, man. I think that some people, especially when they're dating outside their race, they tend to give the other race a little bit more grace. I think that's what it all pretty much plays into, man. Like when I oftentimes hear about, you know, men that are willing to date white women or whatever, most of the time they give those white women a lot more grace than what they would give the black women. Same thing goes for those black women that are willing to date outside their race. They give those guys a lot more grace than they would, or a little bit more grace than they would to a person that's inside their race. And this is I'm talking about meeting a complete stranger. I'm not saying, you know, some you dealing with somebody and you know they act a certain type of way or whatever, and you keep giving them great. No, I'm talking about a complete stranger. I see a black guy and I see a white guy. Most of the time, it seems like those women tend to give those guys, those white guys, or those guys outside of their race, a lot more grace. Just listening to their basic conversation. That's what it seems like to me.
he has, well, Aki and Saltfish had another comment. White men are a different ball game.
What do you mean by that? I would love to hear some insight on like what do you mean by white men are a different ball game? Any other comments before we get into this next clip?
No, that was the last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Next clip.
Something happened.
Good. And I know this is a touchy subject, man. I know a lot of people don't like to speak about interracial relationships, especially how we are speaking about them right now. But I think that oftentimes we hear those people that get on these type of platforms and they might put the other race down and say that this you know this is the way to go, but we don't really see like how things play out. So I wanted to make sure that listen, the people or the couple that most people used to always try to put on a pedestal, as you can see when you get a peek into their life, that wasn't the case. It wasn't, you know, as soon as I found somebody from another race or whatever, everything has just been all peaches and cream. In fact, she would be dealing, or she is currently dealing with, what a lot of people would consider. I don't want to say it, but a lot
Oh,
of people consider the black men.
yeah.
They're race. I'm just, hey, come on now, make it make sense, make it make sense.
So I would say then that's one of those things you need to look into yourself, and the common denominator is you. But also, there's no uh clip 11. It was just 2 clips.
So I think what I'm trying to figure out is right, because again, when we speak about the same guy, an average black man, an average white man. This young lady got what an average white man, right? A guy that probably wasn't making all that amount of money, because she did say in that clip that he was staying in the hood. All right. You're also dealing with a guy that has had a child. I don't know if it was children, but has had a child. I don't know if it was out of wedlock or whatever. Okay, cool. That's another thing that they try to put on a lot of black men. Okay. And I mean, we got the, as far as being physically fit, he don't look like he's the most fit guy in the world. Okay, that makes him even more average. And according to her words, not mine, he's a quote unquote deadbeat father, where she had to push him to go and see about his daughter and things like that. And I'm back where I arrived at. Is she not still giving this guy more grace? Because again, all of these traits and stuff, is that not of what a lot of them speak against? She's taking care of the household. She moved him and her family out to Hawaii. Didn't say that he contributed anything. This dude has pretty much been a stay-at-home mom, from what things seem like from their videos and stuff like that. When she's making content or whatever, when you see him, even in that clip when they were arguing, he was taking care of the kids. He was looking out. He was doing this stuff. So you got an average guy, looks average. Some would probably say below average in a lot of situations or whatever. Makes below average or maybe average money. You moved him out. You're taking care of the household. Did she not give this guy more grace, and still going through the exact same things that she would, I guess, quote unquote, would be uh, going along with the guy that's from the same race? But according to her, listen, I'm living a happy life. I'm good. I done dropped my baby daddy to get with this white guy, and everything is all peaches and cream now. All I'm saying is just tell the truth. But yeah, I want to hear from y'all. What are y'all thoughts about this thing that we just watched from this young lady?
I feel like it was completely immature in regards to trying to expose him, because that's what you chose. And just like you said, how you date outside your race, and you gave him, it's like you gave him grace. So I'm just confused of why she felt like it was right to do what she did. Because at the end of it seemed like to me you're embarrassing yourself at the end. Because he's doing whatever he's doing now.
Facts. Tina, go ahead.
I feel like I've kind of said what I had said. Well, one of the things was I was gonna say, even though she is um an influencer and her social media pretty much is her life. Sometimes some conflict need to be held within home. Yeah, them that video shouldn't have even been made. They should have kept that within their home, first of all. And shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness. I forgot what I was about to say.
Did you see that comment in regards? You see them last two comments that
I mean, I've been trying to get to comments and stuff, but I was letting everybody's, finish their train of thought and stuff like that. That's all.
It's all good.
I've was it this one?
The after it's right after a white man, yeah.
Just right here.
Mm-hmm.
A Latino was on them slave ships with us. Look at Haiti and Dominican Republic.
And then he went to saying, "You think Serena's husband make genuine love to her like Drake said he would?"
No, it's playing.
Wow.
Well, so what the issue is? I'm giving that the issue is, how do I say this?
Just say it. Just say it.
Like, let's be truthful about what's going on behind closed doors. If it is to where dating outside your race is making you happier or not, let it be so. But if it comes, if there is trouble in paradise, well, that's still being truthful. So I'm just like,
keep it to yourself. Like if
keep it to yourself.
They outside your race and that shit hit the fan, don't publicize about it. Keep it to yourself. You made a mistake. Move on.
I would say that with even just dating in
general.
Like, if let them think that is peaches and cream. If there is some turmoil, you shouldn't publicize or go speak to your girls and go speak to your guys about it. If they do, just all of those things should be handled within home. Like, that's not everybody's business. To be honest with you, I kind of rather give the facade, but I mean, we all should understand that things aren't, peaches and cream and rainbows. There's gonna be highs and lows, but you have to be in the mindset that we're working together to get through this, not to humiliate one another.
Relationships don't matter if it's a black person dating a black person, black being white person, white dating white. It don't matter. If you're dating outside your race, it doesn't matter what it is. Relationships are like rule books. They are set and they are subject to change in time. It don't matter. It like do you honestly think, okay, if you think back in the day when you see these interracial relationships of different races together, if something hit the fan, do you ever see people publicize about it? No. The only way you knew about somebody's relationship that was done and over with is when you post on your profile that, like, when you're on Facebook, you're in a relationship with this person, you're married to that person. The only way you knew somebody was not with somebody no more is when you didn't see no photos of them together, or they put on their when they took them off their bio page, or it says divorce. That's the only way you knew somebody was with somebody or not, was through social media by just putting something in your bio. But now it's publicized. But now stuff is publicized. It's starting to become too much, and that's why I feel like, regardless of what people say, relationships ruin. I think social media ruins relationships, because you get the opportunity to bash a person, and then if you got a following, you got your following trying to sit there and try to come on top of this man about what he did. What did you do?
I think we kind of just also got to the point where it seems like we don't respect, value, and honor relationships anymore. Everything is just all for yourself. Like, there's no sense of, like I said, sense of honor, sense of loyalty. There's just, I'm out for me, mine, and myself. Like there's
You're right. Clickbaits and likes.
like the and just like I was gonna, it made me come back to the point of I guess if it's true, then how is it a stereotype? You come into follow the flow of money. They coming to the point where, well, I'm just going to start capitalizing off of this type of stereotype. It's easier to go down this route versus, doing the work and bettering myself, which I wish people would stop doing, to be honest with you, because this is tragic.
I don't like when people like. I get everybody say it's stereotypical. Like, because even with that video when he said that he doesn't date black women and stuff like that, and the girl was like, "Oh, stereotypical response." That's not You can't call something a stereotype if it's true. It's facts. God, certain guys don't. If a white man doesn't like a black woman, it's not stereotypical. It's the truth. If he don't want to date a black woman, then he just don't want to date a black woman. It's just like if a black man doesn't want to date outside his race, then it's like, it's not him saying like, oh, I'm not saying there's not no beautiful women outside my race. I'm not saying that at all. I just prefer to date my own.
I feel like that may have been misdefined though. That should not be considered like a stereotypical type of incident. That's more of just a person's preference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. If it's a stereotype, then it's not. If you're gonna say something that's you can't say something's a stereotype, and it's the truth. That's all I say about that. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I just feel like if you can't say something's a stereotype if it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I was referring to with how they was calling the angry black independent woman being a stereotype, and I was saying that it's one of those, I guess, with that being called a stereotype, like some people are using that to capitalize on it. If we're referring to, we'll just use Cardi B, like she's capitalizing on that image, and that's what I was saying. I wish we wouldn't do that and look within and work on ourselves so that we wouldn't have to continue to make this true about being the angry black woman.
But you gotta think about this. Think about how things are now. We have what they say, an angry black woman. What do white people have? A Karen.
Oh. Well, heck, they could do the work too.
So it's like, because like anytime because look, just think about this. Just think about this, and I'm gonna say this, and it makes perfect sense. If you, like you said, if you see a woman like what the lady did to talk about the guy that she was with, you look at Cardi, look at any black woman that has sat out here and bashed these black men or any other men, they say that's an angry black woman. But if you see a white person saying, "Why did you pull me over? Do you know who I am? You know who my father is?" Or they try to say, "I have privileges. I do this. I do that." Who they call that? A Karen. And they say, "Oh, she acts like that. That's a stereotypical. She's a Karen." Oh, you see Cardi posting stuff like that because somebody cheated on her and did all this stuff? Angry black woman. They just never did that for white people outside of us. They never done that. It's just now it's starting to be publicized as a Karen. I digress.
Heck, they may eventually try to capitalize on it too. I don't know. I'm just speaking.
Like I was sitting here listening to the back and forth. Now, I did have a few comments. I was listening or whatever. So I'm going to comment on some stuff that was said probably about 10, 15 minutes ago about, relationships have their highs and lows. See, let me tell you something. One thing about me, dog, and I actually said this to to someone that I was dating. One thing about me is my life is gonna be full of highs. Like regardless of what's going on. Like I'm not saying that, I don't have my seconds. I ain't even gonna call them moments. My seconds where, I kind of gotta figure it out. But we're going right back to knowing and understanding how blessed I am. Like a lot of things that people take for granted, just being able to wake up in the morning to smell, to breathe, to taste, a lot of things that people take for granted. Like it's always a constant reminder in the back of my head reminding me, whatever you're upset about, whatever is going on in your life or whatever, bro, it could be a million times more like worse than what it is right now. So you need to be grateful and you need to be thankful for that. Now, kind of play this into like the relationship thing, right? And the young lady that I was dating at this time, I know she got enough feelings about it. But I was like, listen, my life is gonna be great with or without you. Ah, dog. Dang. Like what? But that's just me being honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, you can add value and you can add, you can always add to that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be, excited about life, regardless of if you're in that seat or not, because I'm happy with myself. And every day that I wake up, I'm excited to live life because I've been blessed and I've been granted with another 24 hours to enjoy and be me. And so I think we got some comments over here on my listen. Hey, y'all and Katie the Great. I need for y'all to tighten up and I need for y'all to listen, man. Like if you have anything that you want to ask, feel free. All right, don't automatically think that I'm wrong for what I'm saying. Or, if you want to ask questions for why I think that, please feel free, man. I don't mind like really breaking that down if I have to. But yeah, listen, no, my relationships are always great. They always gonna be dope because I'm never gonna be one of those people that looks at the negative and magnifies that. I feel like that's a modern day mindset. And I've never had that, never will. You ask me about any of my relationships, like I'm gonna tell you about some crazy stuff that happened, but it's always dope at the end of the day. Cause those are still experiences that, I lived, I grew from or whatever. And I don't think you would be with a person if it was all bad. And if you are, then I think that's an issue. That's an issue that you probably need to go seek some professional help or some therapy or whatnot about that type of situation. Hold on, let me see comments. But yeah, go ahead. Y'all wanted to chime in real quick. What's this?
Nah, I said what I had to say. I digress.
No, I feel you on that. I hear myself. But I definitely feel you on that. That makes sound sense, perfect sense, to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to put this.
There it is.
Oh, is it?
Let me help you out with that, brother. Cause I'm gonna tell you something right now. I think you got bigger issues you need to be worried about. The fact that tie can't even tie around your neck, man, without you looking like you're gonna choke yourself. You got bigger issues that you need to be worried about instead of worried about this conversation. In fact, the thing that you need to be looking up, I don't know how you stumbled upon this YouTube channel or whatever, but go check out what's my guy's name, man? CT Fletcher. People like CT Fletcher. I think what's that other guy, man? He's like I think it's like the alpha something. But he helps guys basically, get in shape and focus on the things that they should be focusing on. Instead of consuming like certain type of content, there are better things you could be watching, you could be listening to, you could be consuming to help make your life better. And I think that starting there is probably the best place to start, man. For real. That's really gonna help with your mental. because
let me address this because he just made a comment again. He says, "Does anyone in here date white?" I haven't heard anything to substitute or well, I read it wrong, but I hear what he's saying. But listen,
substantiate,
uh,
yeah.
let
The
me.
top,
I'm
so
gonna say this, and I'm gonna say digress again once I say this.
Mhm. He missed about
We
2 hours.
literally just said the entire podcast that we are not against interracial relationships. We've made that clear. So, is there anybody in here that do? Maybe, maybe not. But I know for me, I'm gonna say no. I don't. I have a black woman. She's my wife.
So again, what people like this, they need to understand, fam. It's been almost a 3 hour podcast. You have chimed in what you said a few minutes ago. So it's a good chance that the conversation is going to veer off into something else. Like, of course, we're gonna bring it back before the end of it, but this is a 3 hour podcast. You literally tuned in for what, 2 minutes, and you quick to drop a comment. Come on, fam. You as a grown man, you got to do better. We too
Watch it from the
emotional, man.
beginning. Watch it from the
Yeah.
beginning and get the understanding.
Dog.
But I digress.
Bless it, man. I think this is the issue with a lot of people in our culture, man. A lot of people they got that modern day mindset, man. You got to get it together, fam. You got to stop being so emotional. Relax. If you want to, if you want to engage, or you have a question, pertaining to the topic, then just ask that question instead of getting in your feelings. And this is not just to this subject. This is in general. Like, you can literally take that and use that across the board throughout your life. You know what I mean? Like, if I get to a certain place or whatever, because I am late. I am late, but I'm not getting the information that I want, so I'm gonna get in my feelings and I'm gonna say something about it. Like, nah, fam, that's not the masculine way to go about doing things. Get out your feelings, all right? Untighten your butt for a second. Let's have a conversation. If you want to ask a question, feel free to do that. All right, hold on. I'm curious. Do you date white? Is that the reason why? You know what I mean? Let me close out. Oh, I got you. So, so for that, what you'll do is, you'll go to YouTube, type in Katie's Empire, and you'll be able to scroll down that homepage and find the Truth Podcast YouTube channel. But yeah, man. So this is how you deal. This is how you deal with people. See, this would be somewhat like a troll, Kobe. You got to deal with this as well when you start your YouTube channel and whatnot. Dealing with individuals like this. This would be what I would call like a Karen moment almost. That boy literally said, "I've been here for a minute." I've been here for a minute, for 1 minute. He literally said, "I've been here for 1 minute." And then he decided to comment. Come on, fam. Come on, dog.
Hey,
Bless his heart.
you can see. Can you see the chat and the comments on your end? You're on mute.
Yeah, so this is the beautiful thing. Listen, again, peep game, my friend. This is not just a lesson about this, but when you run things, all right, when you run things, you can do whatever you want to do. All right, you can do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, regardless of people agree or disagree with it. But if you have been able to find some level of success in whatever it is that you're doing, then it is what it is, man. People can
And
get in their
then
feelings all they want to about any of my platforms. And you will literally see every single last YouTube channel that I have started, I've been able to monetize because I do things my way. I do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. And if you own this thing, you got to understand, like, listen, if you want a show to stay on topic and stuff, then you need to go tune in to, I don't know, whatever it is on TV. But this is YouTube, my friend. Like, this is you. Do you not understand? This is YouTube.
please
Like,
tell me a podcast that ever stay on topic about
right.
anything.
You can go to some of the top people. What is it? The Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, or whatever. They
Nightcap,
veer
they
off
never
all the
stay on
time.
topic. Nightcap never stay on topic. It'll be
Ever.
something that somebody points out. They'll go on about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even longer, and they
Mm-hmm.
jump right back into what they were talking about. This ain't
Yeah.
nothing new.
You see, here's the thing, man.
He
Your
probably watches it.
audience, your core audience is going to rock with you no matter what. But you have people that come on to a platform that, again, is not a part of your core audience. 9 times out of 10, they ain't going to stay. Most of the time, they only go on platforms just to be negative and spread negativity, which, listen, I understand. This is the reason why I've been able to grow all of my platforms because of individuals like yourself. I'll literally take stuff like this and we'll clip it up or whatever, or because of your comments, it's pushing the content to go even further, to do more views, more comments, more likes, more dislikes, or whatever, and we capitalize off of it. So again, I'm speaking to Kobe because I want to make sure that we use this as an example. I just want to show you, like this is what you do. Like even when I'm on Katie the Great and I'm having a conversation with my audience, there are oftentimes when you get people that troll, you can either choose to ignore them or you can just do a deep dive and just pretty much kind of like exploit them. Like what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna keep interacting with you because I know a hater is gonna continue to comment. You cannot tell that person that they are wrong. And so you use that. You put that CEO hat on, and you know anything that I say, which I wanna kind of bait them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want to put that doggone hamburger on a string and I want to bait them. Every single last thing that I say is going to force them to feel like they feel the need to comment and keep going back and forth. And I recently just did that on a video, and I actually titled the live stream that. Like, this is how you use trolls in order to be able to gain more views, more subscribers, and everything. Now, mind you, that that YouTube channel was at about 10,000 subscribers, and I would pretty much get like somewhere around a couple of hundred views here and there. I might luck up and get like maybe 1 or 2,000 views. Tell me why on that live stream, because I did what I did to bait that troll, I had almost 40,000 views on that video because I was literally it was like 3 different trolls that was on there, but I made sure that I kept each one of them commenting and coming back because of some of the things that I was saying and was just baiting them. They didn't even realize it. Like, y'all just literally helped me gain an extra 2,000 subscribers because I understood that you in your feelings, and I know you gonna comment because I know you gonna feel some type of way about what I'm saying, and kept on getting them to comment. Man, that thing had like, I don't know, like, man, probably 5,000 comments, and majority of them was either coming from those people or people that were a part of my team. Again, when we start talking about that core audience that always got my back, basically saying, "Oh, you're wrong. Katie is right," and all this other stuff, whatever. But I was like, "Yo, listen, this is what I'm using as an example." But yeah, that's what you do, man. You take that, you use that, or whatever. That was just a little quick teaching moment, also for people that are interested in starting their own business. Understand this. Me personally, like, I will take anything that you say with a grain of salt. Do understand, yeah, you want to be professional and things like that at the end of the day, staying on topic, but still allowing the conversation to develop. That's what makes a good podcast. Being able to flow. All right. And if you continue to restrict things, then a lot of people are like, damn, man, we can't even have a great conversation and have good dialogue without us having a like that makes things distasteful, man. And you don't want to do that as a professional, as a person that's in business or whatever. A lot to learn, my friend, but you're gonna get there. He gonna get there. Bless his heart. What's his name? What is my man's name? Morris? Whatever
Morris.
your name is, fam. We're gonna get you there, man. We're gonna get you there. And speaking from a guy, what is that? Is that a jersey on your back? I thought that was a tie. That's a jersey.
That's a jersey in the background.
Yeah, you're talking about being professional, my friend. I don't know. Is that profile
Uh,
picture professional?
I don't know. He ain't at least of my concerns right now.
He done probably dropped off. Got in his feelings. Bless his
Can
heart.
you see the comment or the chat on your end?
Yeah. So next thing you'll do after you done went to the Truth Podcast, then you'll go to videos, And then you'll see that's the very first video that should be up there. Then you can share it. And anybody got anything else that they want to add before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, this was a good podcast today. But and like I said,
Sorry about that. I'm good.
this is a teaching moment.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, how can I put this? Degenerate people out there that wants to put their 2 cents on things that they have no type of knowledge of, especially if they wasn't here for only 1 minute. But like I said, I digress.
That's what tripped me out. Like, if you would have said, like, listen, I've been here for 5 minutes and I've not heard anything pertaining to the topic of, white men and interracial relationships or whatever, then I would understand. But come on, fam. Like, what we doing? What we doing, my dog?
Because if you got something to say about something that my boy created and we're talking about it, if this is not your cup of tea, go find your own. Find something that you find, a podcast that you are like that is more constructive, more professional. Because, like you said, you're not gonna find not every podcast is gonna be on track about everything. Everybody's not the same. Everybody's not gonna do the same. Everybody's gonna make it the way they want to make it. So, like I said, if you need to find something that you like that's more professional, then you go find that on your own time.
Facts. Or you can stay here and keep complaining, which most people do. Most of those people that troll, they literally go places and try to figure out, like, what can I find that's wrong with this thing? I'm gonna give you a minute. You got 59
And he
seconds.
just posted
go.
it. He just posted again.
Oh, there you go. I appreciate. Listen. I appreciate the comment. I know you about to leave out. We appreciate that. But this is what you do from jump. So you got like a little heads up on how things go. You know what I mean? Listen, I got a comment that I want to get out there. I got something that I want to ask the panel. So instead of me spending time and energy applying to, again, I'm only been here for 1 minute, and I'm gonna automatically, assume that this is not perfect. I respect it because, again, I'm used to dealing with people that are like that. So I understand. But just to help in future references, not just for you, but other people as well. Like, if I have a question that I want to ask, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. If there's something that I feel like, I want to be addressed on a panel because I maybe found the thumbnail to be interesting, the title to be interesting, let me go ahead and put that out there right now. Like, as soon as I get up under that thing, hey, I see that they are active, they still talking, the video is still going. Let me go ahead and address that right now. Personally, I think people should date whoever they want, which we said and we also agree. But I was interested in hearing why.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the other comments that you have made. But if that was something that you wanted to know, that was something that you should have just asked from the get-go. And we could have gave you a brief little summary about what we were talking about and how our opinions felt towards that subject. But initially just coming off saying that gives us the indication that you're trying to troll us.
Troll behavior, yeah. Which I know, I recognize and I understand it. Which I'm not gonna say that it's not wanted because, again, I got that CEO hat on and I understand, how this can actually help grow the platform to push this video out to more and more people. You know what I mean? Because let's just think about when I first started the Truth Podcast. Like, we were struggling to get like 2 or 3 views here and there or whatever until I stepped back and I learned the business, because we were like getting like 2 or 3 views here and there, but the podcast was off the chain. It was good. But I didn't really know how to grow a channel. Only had like maybe 2 subscribers, and there was me and somebody else that was on the Truth Podcast. Learned the business, understood, how to grow a channel or whatever. Got this channel up to I think it was close to like 2,000 subscribers. Now we done past 2,000 subscribers, right? And then started, pushing content or whatever, doing different things to kind of put the name out there on TikTok, Instagram, And even had companies that reached out, which is one of the reasons why it's a sponsor for this podcast, and actually discussing about 2 other sponsorships right now for this podcast. Um, Knowing and understanding that, listen, when you get certain people on here, keep them on here. Even if they don't like your content, that's even better. It's easy. It's a lot easier to push negative people to keep commenting than it is somebody that's positive, that agree with you and stuff like that. Because people love to disagree at the end of the day, which again, I can appreciate. I can definitely appreciate that. I'm not gonna bash you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to fight you or nothing like that, because we understand, man. More eyeballs. This content is going to be pushed to more people. Hopefully, it helps people. You know what I mean? In the first 2 hours, the first two and a half hours, like that's the only thing. Like we were getting it. Again, so we had 10 different clips that played. Talking and discussing with different people about interracial relationships, not just on this channel, but also on my other channel, Katie the Great, having different conversations with different people. Some people got some laughs, some people got in their feelings or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, it's good content, and I believe that the information that was put out there in the first 2 to 2.5 hours pretty much gave us, listen, we got free reign to do whatever we want within these last few minutes or whatever. You can go ahead and put the sponsors up for today, and we can keep chatting until we don't. Anybody got anything else they wanted to add before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, we good over here.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, I almost started to say no without unmuting myself, but nah, I think we're good over here.
Okay. And just to wrap everything up, you know what I mean? Like those clips that we viewed at the beginning have been going viral. Everybody's been talking about, interracial relationships, you know what I mean? Mainly about, black women getting with white men and being happier or whatever. Just trying to dissect that thing and try to figure out, you know what I mean? Is it really like a race thing, or is it maybe just giving somebody more grace? I ain't even gonna say they pick better, because I ain't even gonna say people pick better. I think that it all falls in line with how people are supposed to be from the jump, which is giving somebody a little bit more grace instead of trying to put a race or a sex in a box and try to say that, all men are this way, all black men are this way, all white men are this way. Because through the content that we've seen, that we've reviewed, we've pretty much debunked every single last thing. And a lot of these people had facts, data, and statistics to go along with what they were saying. So this just wasn't he say, she say, this just wasn't based on what is it called? I'm looking at doggone used condom rappers out here. It's time to go, boy. Yeah, but yeah, this is not just based on anecdotal situations that's happened in certain people's lives, but no, this was, again, these people came with facts, data, statistics, and we've even heard some people's anecdotal experiences or whatnot. But that still doesn't speak against the rule, the majority. And the majority of people, the majority of white men, actually prefer to date white women. Um, and you even though you've had these content creators out here that say dating a white man is a lot better than dating a black man, because like that lady said, I've had children by a black man. He made me a baby mama, and I got with this white man, and now I'm living a happy wife, happy life type of situation. And then she goes back. I don't know if this was months later or years later, gets on live and basically said that this dude is pretty much. It sounds like he's a leech. You know what I'm saying? A deadbeat. She make all the money. She's the breadwinner or whatever, and he's pretty much just a housewife, a white man that she gave a little bit more grace, because, you know, when you put this man on paper, he comes across as a below average male. And he just so happens to be a white man. But she gave him a little bit more grace instead of giving the father of her child or her children grace. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that thing out there real quick, man. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, man. All right. Until the next time, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one that they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa, too bad was you know they